And we are live, WrestlePurists Podcast, episode 122, hosted by myself, AO, Evil of WrestlePurists, aka Backup Hangman, and Charlie will be joining us as well, probably pretty shortly. But yeah, man, we're going to talk about whatever you guys throw at us in the live chat, stuff from the past week in wrestling, WWE releases, TNA last night, AEW Dynasty, very soon. I think when does the pre-show actually start? It's 6 Eastern, 7 Eastern.
Hour and 50 minutes from now.
All right, so
Eastern.
we got a nice bit of time to play with. But yeah, first things first, please like, subscribe, send any super chats, any questions, takes, predictions for Dynasty, anything like that, and we'll get to them throughout the show. Turn on the post notifications. Hope everyone's doing good. Starting with my fellow co-host AO, what is going on?
Feeling good. Excited for Dynasty, bro. Excited for Dynasty. Us that were on the right side of history from day one. We fought, we bit, we clawed to get to the top of the mountain, and we're finally fucking here. Sora Strickland will be crowned tonight. And Monty, Evil, you two fucking cucks, bro. They just hated on this nigga. Just hated on Swerve, bro. But just for what? For being a young black man? For being proud of who he is? Cause he does flips every now and then? Cause he used to be 180 pounds? Yo, Monty, when Monty sees someone 180 pounds, bro, like, you gotta do a lot of convincing for him not to fucking hate them, bro. And for some reason, Swerve in particular, like, really pissed him off, son. But you know, some people say he got on steroids. I'm saying that he just started, doing his vitamins, eating some vegetables. You feel me?
I actually, maybe I'm being naive. I do think he's not. I think he just hit the gym.
All right, bro.
Yo, that brother has been working out his entire life, bro. Like, this was not a case of sometimes niggas are just lazy. That brother been working out his entire life, and he was what he was, bro. I don't know. Maybe he got a really good nutrition plan, and it was all the difference in 3 months. But
he's doing his thing.
I'm fired up, bro.
Yeah, man. Ibu, you fired up? You ready for Dynasty? What's going on with you today?
Yo, I can't lie. I'm in a good ass mood. Like,
yeah, man.
I'm in a good ass mood. The New York Knicks yesterday won Game 1 of the first round.
Oh, fucking brother!
Busted up them fucking 76ers. They heard me. You know what I mean? New York, we here. You know what I'm saying?
How long are we gonna keep this bit going that you watch basketball?
What are you fucking talking about?
How long you gonna keep this bit going? Like, come on. You can lie to your Twitter followers. You can't lie to me.
Yo, AO, last year the big thing was you don't watch Puro. And this year
you don't watch the Knicks. It is what it is. You don't watch Puro. You don't watch Lucha Libre. You don't watch the Knicks. Like, and you don't watch the Giants either. So
I did only see 5 games last year, the Giants, but it is exactly. I'm not trying to watch Daniel Jones, but the point is, I'm in a good mood. You know what's crazy? So, like, to be completely transparent, like, for at least like about a month now, like, the AEW TV shows don't like fire me up. Like, I get home late and I'm just tired, and like I'm not like rushing to watch the shows like that. However, these pay-per-views, I'm lit, bro, because these pay-per-views don't miss. And it's just Tony making super cards with the best wrestlers. I made a controversial post a couple weeks ago that he's better at constructing cards than Hunter, and it's true. And as a wrestling fan, on these days where I'm off from work and I got to just sit down and I got 4 hours of wrestling ahead of me with great matches, it's hard not to be excited. So I'm actually really, really, really excited for Dynasty, bro. We're gonna get the first Black World Heavyweight Champion in AEW history. Roderick Strong and Kyle fucking O'Reilly are gonna do the dance tonight, and Bryan Danielson is facing Will Ospreay. So I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? Got a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Got paid. Knicks is winning. I'm feeling different. I mowed my lawn, Monty. I'm feeling good.
He's fired up, you know.
I'm fired up.
Ibu's usually, you know, he's got energy for the podcast. He drags his way through it. You know, the Tuesday Raw reviews. Sometimes he's just woke up and he can be.
I be faking, nigga. I'm miserable.
You know, worldwide he has a busy Monday, but you know, I like to think he enjoys sitting down with us at the end of the day. You know, before we get to Raw, and but yeah, he's not normally coming in like this, AO. You know, you got a lot of energy to compete with today.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't got the energy to compete with Ibu today. However, I'm gonna do what I do best, and that's making better content than Ibu.
Oh,
yeah.
Yo, I think the battery will be in your back, AO, tonight when fucking Swerve.
Hey, yo.
When Swerve wins the championship, you know.
Hey man, there's gonna be a lot to be fired up about. You know, like we said, Dynasty's coming up in like what, an hour and 45 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, Tony Khan, he knows how to put together a pay-per-view card, man. We're gonna get to it a bit later on though, because I am trying to think if people cannot catch this live right now. You know, you don't want to just kill them off straight away at the start of the show. So we have got a few things to get around. I don't know where to start, bro, because TNA last night was crazy. Like
it was. We could do TNA,
I didn't even watch it.
We could do the budget cuts. We could do.
I'm gonna give
a couple things to talk about.
I half watched it, Monty. I half watched. So I'm gonna just give people a quick summary here. Sami Callihan.
Callihan. I forgot about
Sami Callihan, bro. From I don't know. Everybody who's in the industry that talks to me, they love this fucking guy. Like, he's jolly old Saint Nick, bro. Like, he's changed people's lives. He's let 5 people sleep on his couches at a time, bro. Like, people that you love wouldn't be here without Sami Callihan. But, bro, the state of this nigga, like, he wasn't exactly a body guy before, but he came back like 40 pounds heavier. Like, dyed his hair a weird, like, jet black, but also kind of purplish color. Like, bro, like, his fits is crazy. He was talking about, yeah, I'm out of Impact, guys. I'm a free agent. You have Moxley and Swerve telling the front office, we got to sign this guy. Like, no. No. Wow, this nigga is disgusting. Like,
Sami Callihan, man. I've never quite understood it, you know. Maybe once upon a time I was kind of on the urge of being alright, you know, but like
I got the appeal, but it was never for it was never like I'm a Sami Callihan guy, but I got what people liked about him, bro. But like in big 2024, absolutely not.
Well, he's back in TNA. He what was the angle he came back in? Or you guys were actually watching?
Brother,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't even remember these niggas' names, bro. I can't.
So Ibu, I'm sorry, Monty. So we had a women's knockout world title match last night.
Okay.
And the entire match was basically men beating up women. Like PCO was out there beating up women. Sami Callihan was out there beating up women. Who else was out there beating up women? Ibu?
Bro, like I said, it's all a blur. All I remember is Steph DeLander versus Jordan Grace is the worst Jordan Grace match I've ever seen. To be
it was terrible. It was really god fucking awful.
It doesn't sound good.
And people are gonna say, oh well, you needed those run-ins because Steph DeLander, she's not really like, you don't want her wrestling a singles match on a pay-per-view. It's a recipe for disaster. So don't book it. Don't book the match, bro. Instead of literally just like being men giving women moves, and I know they do like the whole intergender wrestling thing in TNA. That's whatever, bro. But it's just like a world title match on fucking pay-per-view, bro. Like, you just rebranded the TNA. This is what, the second pay-per-view, Ibu?
Yeah, since the rebrand.
The first one wasn't well received. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't know, bro.
It's crazy because that was a bit of a bust. You know what I'm noticing also, Monty? Dudes are leaving Impact thinking they're going to get that big WWE and AEW call, and it does not come.
And then they just come right back, bro. They're just, oh my God, it's back in the Impact zone. Like, bro, you just took 3 months off.
these companies they have their own checklist of guys way more talented to be pushing. You know what I mean? That they haven't even gotten to, and it's like they're not gonna like reach down at, no offense, to take a Sami Callihan, for example. So I mean, it's why what's my man's name? Steve Macklin. It appears he's re-signed him on to TNA, and whether you like or whether you like or whether you like or dislike Steve Macklin, I think he's actually become a very solid wrestler since going to TNA. That's just the spot for him right now, for being realistic. Unless he's trying to go overseas, I don't see how a move to WWE or AEW would benefit him. So it appears he's re-upped, at least for now. And that led to our next big move, which was Santana going to TNA.
Yes.
That's a good one. Santana looks to be back.
You cut off?
No.
Yeah, like people got their jokes off on Santana last night. We talk about I didn't get my jokes off on him because if a man has dreams, a man has dreams. I like Santana. I've always liked Santana. I really liked Proud and Powerful. I loved LAX. It's a shame that he was an alleged locker room malcontent. You don't hear those things about wrestlers that you like, but it's the pro wrestling business. People are fucking freaks. But I think if he really wants to be like a singles star, push singles guy, I think TNA is absolutely the best place for him to be. Like people are talking about, oh yeah, he could go to NXT, and he probably could go to NXT, but they're not gonna push him. He's not that old. I think he's like 32 or whatever. But it's just like with Mike Santana, what you see with him is kind of what you get. So you don't think you're gonna bring him into Orlando and he's just gonna become like a super over singles guy that just shoots to the top of the fucking card
need to develop
or whatever. Yeah. So it was never gonna happen in AEW. Like Ibu brought up, they got a whole list of people that need to be pushed. And if you order them correctly, like Mike Santana is not anywhere near the top of that list right now. So yeah, go to Impact, bro. Hopefully you get over. Hopefully you win a world title. Hope it means a lot to you. Hope it was everything you wanted. It's unfortunate that Proud and Powerful couldn't get a proper run.
Yeah, they never got that run with the AEW tag titles, which a lot of people always kind of wanted for them, and probably, considering how heavily featured they were in the early days, in the early first couple of years of AEW, it does sound kind of weird that they never did win the AEW tag titles, So, yeah, man. Obviously, he's going.
Did you see the Did you see? I don't know if it was him or Ortiz. I think it was Santana. He was like, "I know we were gonna win the title, but then my father passed away, and I was gone for like 3 weeks." I think he said, and they were like, "Yeah, we had to switch. We had to switch gears." Then they ended up putting it on Hang Mega instead, which I'm not complaining about, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Santana, he cut I don't know if you covered it, Ale, but he cut a great promo backstage about like how he's coming for everybody's top spots, and he said like, I took my career into my own hands like a man. I took it into my own hands, doing this shit on my terms, trying to get better. So, look, man, for all the jokes people want to make about Santana and grab the tag rope and all so on and so forth, these are absolute things that could have helped his standing in AEW in the last year. But clearly, what he wanted was to just be a singles wrestler, and you can't really fault the man if they have their own personal view of how they want their career to go, and they're just going to take it upon themselves to just act on it. Yeah, and so in the case of Santana, it's like, whether it works or doesn't, he's going to fall on his own sword. And if it fails, then so be it. But clearly in his mind, it's like, nigga, I'm going to go somewhere and I'm going to try to make this work. And, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you got to give it that try while you're still fairly young.
Yeah.
And,
I look, bro, like, I think it's dumb, but I have to respect a man who's willing to walk away from all that fucking money.
That's the thing.
To get his shit off and like have his vision of what he wants his career to be to hopefully play out for him. Yeah, I gotta respect it, bro, because he could just. I'm sure he was paid very, very well in AEW, and I'm sure that Impact check is not coming anywhere close to that, so.
He could have lived comfortably off of it, and he also could have been that guy living comfortably while being passive aggressive on social media forever, but never actually doing anything about it. Like there's many wrestlers who, they'll passively cry about things on social media, but when the time comes that they can leave, they don't.
They re-up, bro. Like that happened during the 2010s Vince era so fucking much.
All the
like,
time.
shut the fuck up, bro. Like you could have left 3 times, and 3 times you've extended your deal. I don't want to hear about you crying anymore.
Yeah, with this dude, he said, "No, bro, I'm gonna leave to show that I can be something in this business." And so whether it works or doesn't, he made the move. And I think more people. I said this to somebody in AEW. I said, look, if you are a wrestler with main event aspirations and you are not in that position, and you're not going to be in that position anytime soon, then what you should be looking at is to leave AEW or wherever it is to just try to improve your standing in the wrestling sphere. Yeah. Like that's what the business is about, you know. But in the last like decade or so, it turned into the business where it's like you just waste your whole 30s, your whole 20s, your whole 30s just kind of being in the spot you're being in, and that's just kind of crazy to me.
Everyone's got different goals and stuff like that, you know. Some people are happy to just make a living, you know.
Yeah,
some people are kind of like Santana. They want to kind of take charge of their own career, and they have like a desired path in their head what they want to take. And if it doesn't matter if it's WWE, AEW, or wherever, even it doesn't matter what money they're offering them. If it doesn't align with that desired path, then they're gonna go and try and make it their own and make themselves undeniable on that path, you know. So, like you've already said, you got to kind of like respect someone that's taking kind of charge of their own career, you know, even if it does kind of have the short-term disadvantages that you've already kind of outlined. But yeah, man, he obviously wants to go as a single star. It does seem like TNA is a nice place for him to kind of develop that and flesh it out as a single star. Ibu already mentioned his first promo. He could tour, and yeah, man, I am interested to see kind of how he develops himself as a single star in TNA, because I've already seen a lot of people think he should be like, you know, in the world title scene, winning that world title, etc.
I mean, look what they're doing with it,
bro.
I mean,
bro, Monty. So that's the thing.
Moose is Moose is the current champ, and Matt Hardy closed the pay-per-view holding the belt last night. So
yeah, we had a long.
Out of those 3 people, I'm taking Santana as my world champ, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So that's the thing, Monty, is like Nick Nemeth closed the show main eventing with Moose. They had a long, dramatic, epic main event with like a trillion kickouts, a bunch of set pieces, moves on the ramp, moves on the floor, moves off the top rope, kickouts, counters, so on and so forth, right? And ultimately, Nick Nemeth does not win. Moose beats him with a spear. And here's the thing about TNA. I said it to Joe Holbert last night. I said this to someone in AEW. This should be the place where, like I said, a Santana, a Steve Macklin, guys like this, they better themselves when they leave, and they can be the top guys of a smaller space where they can really kind of improve and grow and so on and so forth. And so it's like, when I look at a Santana to TNA, I'm like, that's a move TNA should be making. That's the spot where a guy like that should do their thing. Same thing with, like I just said, Steve Macklin, Mustafa Ali, right? What it should not be and what you should avoid is being a retirement home. And here's the thing, Monty. Scott D'Amore spent years detoxifying the brand of TNA. He spent years trying to like no longer make it a laughing stock. Hey, remember when LOL TNA was the thing? Like that was like
it's back thing. Now, bro. I don't know if you saw that top dollar clip I posted. It's got like 500 quotes on it, and half of them are LOL TNA.
Yeah, that used to be the thing, LOL TNA. And it's like they deliberately started posting the best parts of their library for free on YouTube, so that when you associate memories of TNA, you associate with Kurt Angle and, you know, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, right?
Sting.
And then you bring, Sting. And then in the last year or so, the product has been quietly just very solid, very respectably decent, and then you change the name back to TNA. You're thinking this is the arrival, and what's happened since is it's back to LOL TNA. You know, the top dollar shenanigans where small women are twerking on people and shit, and you know it's just a freak show. And Matt Hardy has broken Matt Hardy's holding the championship.
Bro, I don't want to shit on Scott D'Amore because obviously the audience that they do have, whatever he was doing over there, they seems to be really passionate about it. But this guy made Moose a 3-time world champion, brother. Like, there was a time where Chris Bay was over as fuck. They didn't do anything with him. They didn't even put the X Division title back on him. They just,
a lot of options over the years.
Yeah, bro. Like Speedball Mike Bailey. Like he had an X Division run, couldn't get to the top of the card, bro. Then they have he's like he was letting the busted open guys get their angles off on TV. They started
He wasn't
holding.
He wasn't.
Oh no, not at all.
Bro, they started holding the ladder angle on because of AEW on Busted Open Radio, and then they let it. Then they let it play out on TV, and like it was like it like got blown off during a pay-per-view match, Tommy Dreamer versus Bully Ray in 2023. Like I don't know, like
yeah, he wasn't perfect, but Ibu was still kind of right, you know, because
no, there was a level of respect that Scott D'Amore being involved and his passion for Impact / TNA brought to the company and stuff. But it's just like, bro, like, I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, you fucking suck.
No. So here's the thing. I agree with you in the sense that like I saw people going like, oh my God, AEW should hire Scott D'Amore. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I do not know about that. But he cared about TNA, you know.
Yeah, he cared.
He did. He cared about TNA, and he did his best to revive the reputation. Because as Ibu said, like, that reputation was
in the mud,
brutal. Like it's actually like kind of remarkable that they're still around. You know, with where their reputation was at the stage of the game they were in, like, you know, a decade ago. But yeah, Scott D'Amore kind of steadied the ship, you know, and whether what's the name of the company that owns TNA? I forgot. Anthem. Yeah, so if Anthem fuck it up now that Scott D'Amore's gone, because he kind of gave them like kind of a kind of like a level playing field to kind of they're either going to invest greatly and get a big signing or two if they can in the free agent market. Obviously, very, very difficult with AEW and WWE around, but always likely if they offered the right person the right amount of money. There was reports that they did have money for one of these big signings, so you know they made Will Ospreay a very, very handsome offer reportedly as well. So obviously they do have the funds there for the right person, but. You know, like I said, they're at a point where either they make signings like that and, you know, reinvent the company and try and make it compete with AEW, you know, or even try and aim for like WWE in terms of like the product that you're putting out, or you can kind of slip back into low TNA, which unfortunately it seems like they are doing. So
I think TNA should really try to do something to just make sure that there's something that you could watch on Thursday nights that you're not going to see in AEW or WWE.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what that is. They're not really doing that right now. Like the only thing that they got is like the women will be showcased, but that's falling off a fucking cliff. That fell off a cliff with D'Amore. Like it's not like he was still doing he was doing the intergender stuff, but like it was a mid-card shitter digital media championship belt. And then like the women, like their amount of time fell off a cliff too. But I know the work is really against like the 6-sided ring and shit, but I don't know, bro. It's like it's a tape show. They take the shit once a month. Maybe they should flirt with like some like kind of like Lucha Underground presentation where they just make it like a TV show, like about wrestling instead of like a wrestling show. I don't know, bro. Try to do something because
here's the thing. It's like, what is Impact the best at in American wrestling? Nothing.
I don't know.
There's nothing about wrestling that they. There
was a time where their Knockouts division was probably the best booked women's division in America. But
that's the thing. Even that fell off. And so it's like, so my thing is like, I could get into watching this on the side as the spot where guys who maybe didn't get a big enough chance in WWE and AEW are kind of like having more of a space to cook and succeeding in that way. Like, if this was a spot where like Santana is actively like producing the best work of his career and Nick Nemeth and, you know, some other names, then yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. I already do kind of keep a half eye on it, like unwittingly because Rob just streams it. But like, just what is my incentive to watch like a Matt Hardy show, you know, with like a heavy Tommy Dreamer and so on?
I just think it should be like, I think there could be room for it being the extension to AEW's main shows that Rampage should be, in the sense that there's like some good work rate matches and it's not kind of, you know, it's not too heavy. People can go there, reinvent themselves, like you guys mentioned earlier. I think there is space for him to be able to be that, you know.
They had Black Taurus, didn't do anything with him. They had Laredo Kid for years. They had the title on him last night.
They had a partnership with AEW, bro, and ultimately he didn't really do anything with it, you know. So it's like that's And that was with Scott D'Amore, do you know what I mean? And as I said earlier, like earlier on in the year with like the rebranding of TNA, the reports of them having like some money to play with, like, you know, you thought maybe this could have been. It was definitely like a crossroads for them, and it seems like they're definitely going down the wrong route instead of the more optimistic route that a lot of people were hoping for with TNA's back, you know?
Hey yo, TNA felt going into this year with this rebound, right? TNA felt like the team that last year won 39 games, right? And they had a lot of cap space, and all the talk you were hearing on ESPN and whatever was they're looking to make a big free agency splash and contend for a championship somehow, or at least be a playoff team.
Yeah.
And they made moves, and they're on pace right now to win 20 games. And you're like, what the fuck happened?
It's not even 20, bro. Like their perception is like is about as low as it's been in the last 10 years. They're on pace to be the fucking that Bobcats team, bro, that won 7 fucking games, whatever the fuck it was, bro.
They closed their pay-per-view with like 50-year-old Matt Hardy as broken Matt Hardy.
Yo, the rumor that they offered, like I know the rumors that they offered like Ospreay like $1 million or whatever. There was a rumor that they did something similar with Punk. Was there any truth to that, Ibu?
Yes, there was.
So they do have money somewhere to do things with.
Yeah,
but and they just like
power appearance, wasn't it, Ibu?
The bottom line was they had bread, and they were like, brother, we'll get this money to you, and it's serious national TV money. It wasn't. It's not what he made in AEW. It's not what he made in WWE. But it was very respectable national TV money.
And that's kind of what the reports were of Ospreay as well. It's like, it probably wasn't what Tony offered him, but it was, you know. I think he said himself, I'm not talking Jericho or something, but
it's more than many.
A very respectable offer, you know.
It's more than many people make in WWE and AEW.
Yeah. Probably was 7 figures, you know. So, yeah, man. TNA, Matt Hardy, return, broken Matt Hardy at the end of the pay-per-view. It seems like he's going to be coming for that TNA World Title of Moose's. A match I probably will not be watching, but, you know, as for what that means for Matt Hardy long term, not 100% sure because he did tweet that he's still a free agent.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
He's probably doing kind of like what Nemeth has just done, you know.
He's stopping.
Nemeth is still a free agent as well. I believe Fightful Select have a report coming out on Jeff Hardy's current status or something like that. So
if we're being real, what this probably is Matt's gonna use this as a place to get his shit off while waiting for Jeff's deal to expire, to then hope that the package deal of the Hardys will be enough for WWE to want them.
They fucking shouldn't.
To
do what?
I don't know, bro.
This is the first WWE finally has a respectable tag division, bro. Yeah. Like, yes, the Hardys are big stars.
How old?
They can't fucking move, Hardys, bro.
Matt Hardy.
Matt's 50 something, and I think Jeff's right beyond.
Matt Hardy's 49.
Okay.
Jeff is
46.
46.
46.
Right.
But the thing is, they're not just 46, bro. Like, they're beat up. You know, Jeff Hardy
physically were.
It's not an edgy Christian.
Jeff Hardy's career. Matt Hardy's just he's just been on the hamster wheel, like, you know, he's just, we've seen it over the past couple of years in AEW, man. Like, all he has to do is make his entrance for you to see. Like, he can't walk properly, bro. I'm not even saying that to be funny. It's just the kind of sad reality of it, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, even AO just said it there. Edge and Christian had the benefit of like not wrestling for 10 years each. Christian did not wrestle for about 10 years. Edge didn't wrestle for 10 years. So they're like ironically just kind of way more refreshed than the Hardy Boys are, who have basically never had a sustained break. And like you were just saying with WWE's tag division now, it's like AO, like, could you imagine like throwing the Hardys at like the Street Profits, bro? Like,
you throw them out there, even like the B team in LWO, fucking Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde, bro. It's just like, you wouldn't feel ridiculous telling them guys to job for the Hardys who can't fucking move, bro. That stiff ass fucking whisper in the wind, bro. Like, no, like,
I'll toss this out too, brother. The WWE are absolutely experiencing some buyer's remorse with Carlito, so I don't think they want any more of those types of wrestlers, to be honest with you. Monty, did you catch that commentary was burying Carlito while he was wrestling?
That's crazy. What did they say?
Oh, you know,
Corey Graves is like, Carlito, he hasn't exactly lit the world on fire in his second run in WWE.
Jesus
and Wade
Christ.
Barrett's like, I mean, yeah, this is a guy that was one of the most dynamic wrestlers in WWE in his original tenure. He won championships, and he's just hasn't really been able to get off the ground now. He just hasn't done much of anything. And then they're just like, yeah, that's Carlito just hasn't really done anything. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Hey man, that backstabber go crazy though.
He took 2 bumps, by the way, in a match with Santos. He fell twice.
Bro, it's just like he's old. He's all juiced up and shit, bro. They don't let him spit his apple in people's faces. It's over. It's over.
You know what kills me about it as well with Carlito? It's like when he does like a comeback or a hot tag in the rare occasions he gets to wrestle on TV. It's almost like he doesn't really he ain't really got much for you. He just kind of hits a couple lariats. He just kind of he'll stomp you in the corner or something. Like you don't really do anything.
It's sad, bro. But before they even hit the sheets, like people were telling Ibu, yeah, Carlito's back. And I think I watched it because I was a Carlito kid growing up.
Me
bro.
too.
I was in the trenches with Carlito and Jesus, bro. When they stats John Cena in the club, I was like, yo, maybe Cena deserved that shit, nigga. And I watched the whole Monday Night Raw because Ibu was like, yo, me and Carlito's gonna be back tonight, and he didn't come back, and I was like, you motherfucker.
Bro, it's mad because the other day, cause I was like, did this nigga always just suck or something? So I went back just to double check, right?
Bro, I went back too. He was a moves guy.
He was good, bro.
I went back, right? I watched him versus Shelton on a Raw in 05, and they were going crazy. They were going crazy.
Bro, he was like a good IC champ level worker, bro. He was good.
Bro, he's doing splashes and he's doing fucking drop kicks and drop downs and
he's doing shit off the springboard fucking rounders and shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even remember all that.
Yeah, I also watched it was him versus Jericho, and it was like a legitimate 3 3/4 on Raw. I was like, yo, bro. So.
Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
I think she's on I don't know, she's probably on a train on the way home or some shit, But God bless. Yep. There we go. There we go.
On my cane home.
Oh, fine.
All right, let's do a couple of super chats since we got to them. Since we're talking live chat. Keep them coming, people. Anjan PN, $2. TNA. Hashtag the power is back. Hashtag Jericho next. Hashtag broken.
Could you? I think Chris has too much pride to do TNA.
Yeah, he would. I don't think he would do it, bro.
Yeah, just purely out of pride. What
are you talking
I don't think he
about
would do
right
it.
now? Talking about he's got too much pride to do TNA. Are we talking about the same guy, bro? If AEW, let's say, for example, that the allegations and stuff that were all over Twitter a couple months ago, say that resulted in Tony Khan being like, you know what, he ain't worth it, sort of thing, and fired him. Jericho would be in TNA right now, bro.
I honestly think Jericho would just take his ass to nowhere and be like, "So you're putting the belt on me, right?" And of course.
He'd do that, but in TNA,
no, bro. I think
in his they probably. Yo, did you hear what his people gave Sammy all this shit for, what was supposed to go on with the X Division title? They were like, Sammy wanted to go to the X Division and beat everybody. No, bro, that wasn't Sammy's idea. That was Jericho's idea for Sammy. He wanted Sammy to win the X Division title, beat everyone, and be like, beat everyone, there's no one left, and then put it up for grabs in a ladder match or whatever. Bro, so that's what Jericho thinks about TNA, bro.
That's what I was gonna say, bro.
His young boy can't even catch a loss over there.
Bro, I think if Jericho became a free agent, even now, or a couple of months ago, I think TNA would go hard for him. They would offer him $1 million and he would snatch it, bro.
I think Chris Jericho, he probably knowing him, he'd be like, you gotta let me book this fucking thing.
Yeah, give me the book. Give me $1 million.
Oh my god.
I want Scott's old office.
Ayo, how nasty would a Jericho book TNA look like, bro?
Bro. Jericho booking the whole. I really do wonder what Jericho booking the entire card would look like, bro.
I don't.
Obviously, he would get his 30 minutes to get his shit off every week.
Exactly.
But what would the hour 30 minutes look
least?
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's quite. I don't want to think about it. Eric Ten Hag, $5. Appreciate you. Really want to watch the show tonight, but it looks like I still have work tomorrow. Hey man, on the way to the final, Manchester United. And Jan PN, $2. Appreciate you again. Drop something for the scapegoat truthers. Hashtag jacking.
We're back. We're so back. The scapegoat is the prodigal son is returning home tonight.
We're about 3.5 hours away from Jack Perry pushing Dax off a ladder.
Oh my god, it's gonna be delicious, and Dax is gonna take the dumbest bump too. For it.
It's like a double stack table or something.
I think it'll be Cash.
Cash takes some ridiculously stupid bumps too, bro. No, like his willing to say like kill himself. Bro, people don't talk about that shit, bro. It's just like, because when you think of like crash dummies that just like do whatever to their bodies, you're thinking like Jeff Hardy and shit. You don't think of fucking some of the bumps that FTR was taking.
Hey man, just picture it, AO. The leader on the top of the ladders. I mean, the Young Bucks are on the top of the ladders holding their champions, right? Jack is in the middle, standing underneath the ladder. They're celebrating. They're like, we are once again the most dominant tag team in professional wrestling. And all I hear is Motor City.
Would be vibes. Based off nothing, I don't expect Motor City tonight though.
You don't think so?
No, I don't expect him tonight. I think we just get Jack. But we'll see. This is based off absolutely nothing.
I will say,
we'll see. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay, all right.
We'll get to it. Phantom FTW $2. 5 people of color release. This really is the Triple H era.
Look, bro. Many people are saying this. Many people are saying this. I'm seeing. I saw. Yeah, many people. I saw a new blackface picture of Triple H on Earth, bro.
I did see that.
I've never seen. To me, I've never seen that version of The Rock. How many times does this nigga
bro.
blackface of The Rock, bro?
It isn't just that one time that trends like every now and again. Like there was like 2-3 occasions during the Attitude Era where Triple H either did blackface or what would you call it, Asian face? Like, do you know what I mean?
Wait, for who? Like Taka Michinoku or some shit, like
bro, he was doing accents and just there's a lot of shit that just could not fly.
Ayo,
that doesn't make it okay back then. But
Ayo, there's a segment where DX is getting like food off like a Pakistani food cart or some shit, and they were making some crazy accents at the dude who was serving them food. Bro, I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, when DX are going around New York, bro.
Yeah.
And Triple H just spoke about that, like kind of before, where it's I think Vince said to him like they needed to do a segment, and Triple H was just like, "Yo, we're just going to kind of walk around New York, fucking around," and that's what they did. And it isn't all just racist, like bullshit, you know. But that was part of it, man. When they're at that having a like Indian food truck or newsstand or something like that, and yeah, man, they were fucking around doing things that you could not air on TV today. At the very least. But yeah, some releases. We'll get to that straight after the Super Chat since we already started talking about WWE with the Carlito talk. Mustafa Siddiqui, £4.99. Appreciate it. Ibu, your Nick's good, but my guy Jason Tatum gonna whoop your asses in the ECF.
In the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks aren't gonna get there. I'm afraid.
We are. It's funny.
So, as everybody knows, you know, and I shout about it all year long, and I watch the regular season. I am an avid Miami Heat fan. And, you know, Chicago Bulls, they couldn't do it, you know? But anyway.
It's funny, Monty. Jimmy Butler, like in the last game of the season, like smokes his knee.
And, he needs him.
So it's funny.
Monty, y'all got smoked by the Celtics today, bro.
Yeah. I was about to say, because he mentioned Jason Tatum, I was like, those Celtics, it's because remember they beat him in the playoffs last year? Yeah,
Miami beat him.
Yeah, last year it's the only playoffs that I've like watched. It didn't feel like that was the right outcome, you know.
No, the Celtics were a better team.
The Celtics pissed down their legs.
Yeah, so, I mean, I remember watching that being like, yo, these Celtics, because I was watching them earlier in the playoffs. Like the teams that played before the Celtics, and like, there was like a noticeable difference, even to me as like a complete amateur watcher.
You can tell they're a better team.
No,
Yeah,
because
you could tell, this Boston Celtics team is a problem.
Bro, they were the best team in the league last year, and they're probably the best team in the league this year. But Jason Tatum and fucking Jaylen Brown, bro, they like to shit themselves in the playoffs at times, bro. So that's why I don't believe in them at all to do anything. They might make it to the finals, but I don't think they can win.
Jaylen Brown. I remember running an agenda on him in the end.
He's a playoff choker.
Yeah, he's a.
He looks like fucking Michael Jordan in a random regular season game, and then in the playoffs he's ass. Monty, just to give you an example of the gap. This season, the Celtics are the number 1 seed in the East, and they won like 63 games out of 82. The number 2 team is the Knicks, and they won 50. Look at that's a crazy gap.
They're a force. So
I got a text.
I don't know much, but this super chat, if the Knicks do get that far, does sound very probable.
The reason what I was gonna say, I got a text from Isra when Miami was getting destroyed today. She was just like, "Yeah, it's over. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to need the Knicks to take care of this team." And
good luck. Corey David, $5. Appreciate you. Scott Diamore must be ashamed. Look how they ruined his rebuild. Top dollar bringing in Sean Merriman and Trippy Red X is nasty work. This sticks his TNA.
Sean Merriman is crazy in 2024, bro.
Who was that person that was buzzing the back? Who was
that? That was Alex, bro. Trippy Red's like drug addicted ex. Yo, like Monty, like Sean Merriman was like a C-list celebrity NFL player in like 2008. Right, like he was famous, but you're not gonna see this nigga on like red carpets or anything, right?
But he kept in shape. Let's bring him in.
Let's bring him in, bro. And like his thing was just like he was one of the best linebackers in the league. He was up there, but then he got popped for steroids like 30 times. And then the bitch like, yo, get out of our fucking league, bro. Get out of here. And this was this all happened in like 2009, bro. Like nobody's been thinking about where Sean Merriman's been for the last 14 years. I promise you. Like nobody's been thinking about this nigga. Then he just pops up with top dollar in TNA. and is the finish to a fucking pay-per-view match. Like this is like people are comparing it to Pac-Man Jones, right? But Pac-Man Jones was a legitimate star back then when he was on TNA. Like he was in rappers' music videos, bro. Like he was dating actresses and shit. He was always making headlines. Like this is not anywhere like close to the same thing.
It's nasty.
Wasn't needed, Corey David, $2. Rank these shows in order: ROH, NXT, NWA, MLW, and TNA.
Oh my god!
I don't think NXT deserves to be in that conversation.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch any of these shows, but I watched the ROH and NXT pay-per-views. So I'm gonna put them equal, just because I think the pay-per-views smoke NXT pay-per-views, but NXT has an actual TV show, and Ring of Honor does not.
Yeah. From there, it's like, I mean,
from there, it's
in shows. Like Super Chat says, rank the shows. You know what I'm saying? So,
rank the shows. All right,
NXT,
I guess
NXT is an actual cohesive, productive couple of hours. Even if it does get wacky sometimes, and there's a lot of shit that you can just post on Twitter, and it's like, what the fuck is this? I think like I said, even still, it is like a productive couple of hours, and there is some really good wrestling on it. There is some bad wrestling on it, but most of the time it is from the very green talent that are clearly developing in PC. So
the Honor Club probably still is better than the rest of this.
Yeah, Honor Club is still probably better than
the rest of these.
I don't know. I haven't watched the TNA weekly.
I throw Honor Club on sometimes. It's all right.
It's whatever. Like it's
all right. It's better. It's better than it was when everybody was like, all right, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
I remember like month number 3, it was looking trash.
Yeah, it was literally just AEW Dark, and it's not AEW Dark anymore. It's also not like a real wrestling TV show either. So
I'm going NXT, ROH, TNA, MLW, NWA.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with
that.
That's
probably
I'm going. All right.
I'll probably agree with that.
Sam Ganda, 35 Zar, appreciate you. Saul Ruka is talented. she is. Her match with Lola was good, but her matches often feel emotionless. Just cool moves. Are Cora and Nikita cooked physically? But obviously, like Sol Ruka, she's still new, bro. Like she's a great athlete, and that's why she's able to hit these eye-catching, cool moves that she does. So at this point of her career, even if she is just kind of an athletic moves person, that's forgivable. That's okay. She's still so new. Hopefully that is something that she develops. But in terms of like intensity, injecting emotion and storytelling into your matches, that's she's still a while away,
Yeah, well, Osprey didn't get that type of stuff until like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Like most wrestlers like that. That's how it is. Like they start out their athletic as shit. They do cool stuff, and then like you slowly go from that to like now being able to just do the other. So.
Are Cora and Nikita cooked physically? Nikita's knees. She's had a couple surgeries now, hasn't she? She's had at least one.
This is like the ACL surgery.
Yeah, because she's ACL'd herself like 3 times now. Because I believe people said that it happened to her before she even started wrestling, and then she got one like last year, obviously, and then she got another one this year.
Just got.
You're not really allowed to say this about women, but like clearly Nikita needs to lose some weight if she wants to like wrestle in the style that she wrestles in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think she could switch styles and work more like, I'm not saying she looks like fucking Nia Jax or whatever, but if she worked like a super heavyweight woman who was more about, I'm gonna like abuse you by like throwing my weight at you or whatever, it would probably protect your knees a whole lot more than her doing like these spinning triple, quadruple kicks and shit that like don't even look good in the first place. And obviously her knees can't handle the stress of them.
Mm-hmm.
The kicks are her kicks are like so kind of hit and miss because obviously she knows how to throw because she's a trained fighter sort of thing. But like, sometimes they can look really good, then sometimes they'll just completely whiff. As for her physique, who knows, man? Like, women are just fucking susceptible to a lot of like knee injuries and stuff like that because it's the same in any sport, whether it's wrestling, football, or whatever. But obviously, you kind of physique and stuff and kind of the style that you're wrestling are things that you kind of have to factor in. So who knows? But in terms of her being physically cooked, Cora, Nikita, I don't know, man. They're still early in their careers. Maybe it's just kind of
Cora was never really an athlete.
Cora's out for a minute as well now, so it's like
I will say Tegan Knox.
It's tough, man.
Tegan Knox will never be the wrestler that she was in like 2019. Like she was once a very solid wrestler. She's not particularly good right now.
And
did she get on TV?
She'll never be the wrestler that she should have been either. You know? So regardless of what you think of her now and kind of the reactions she gets now, which are very little and stuff like that, and her not being like particularly like very great and dynamic because like knees they're very important, she struggled throughout her whole career with them.
Hey, if you would have watched her in like, I think it was the Mae Young Classic, if you would have watched her there or like very early in her time in NXT, bro, she legitimately was like a workhorse type, bro. Like she was out there moving and drop downs and drop kicks and tope suicidas and lucha libre. Like Tegan Knox was like just a super like indie work rate white girl. Like it was hilarious, and now she's not even like a good wrestler. So
damn.
Yeah,
she didn't get that Shining Wizard anymore.
It was like 3 knee surgeries. So
yeah,
man. Hopefully they'll figure it out. Hopefully they come back stronger than ever. And obviously moving with extra caution because you just got, like, even like Zoe Stark, like she runs around with fucking like 2 knee braces on, I think. So it's like,
bro, fucking Chris Statlander somehow comes back from her second ACL, immediately hits a 450 splash, her first match back, and is more swole than ever. She's a fucking cyborg.
She's a cyborg, bro. I forgot to her ACL, bro. That's crazy.
To both of them.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Left and right.
And she's still like mad athletic and explosive. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a beast.
What a fucking beast.
Yeah, it's like everyone adapts differently. Everyone recovers differently. Everyone has different, everyone has different surgery experiences as well. Like some people have kind of like iffy surgeries and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not obviously intentionally or going cheap or anything. It's just that some surgeons are better than others, That's just how it goes. So, again, hopefully they come back better than ever and they figure it out and kind of can sustain fitness throughout their careers because they're both young, both early in their careers. Cora especially has kind of like a hype and a fan base behind her as well, so it would be a shame if she did, it did kind of just, she had one of those careers that was just constantly plagued by injuries because,
I'm pretty confident Cora will be able to stay over in this absence time while she's,
All right, bro.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
I'm talking about like,
Bro, you got fucking like Instagram notifications on. Yeah, like you're disgusting. Bro, like, we're trying to be professionals up here, and you're just a horny bastard.
No, I really don't. Don't do that. I don't have no IG notice on. I don't even follow Cora on Instagram.
Right.
Hush $5. Not making Dolph the champ and then right into Broken Man. When I thought it was over, they always got my back. The 3-1 comeback, TNA. I don't know about all that, brother. Oh. Corey David, $2. Appreciate it. Thoughts of the new tag titles? I actually like both of them. I mean,
I like the SmackDown ones a lot. I think the Raw ones are atrocious. I think people are being a little bit too kind about the Raw titles. But the SmackDown ones are nice, unfortunately. I was ready to hate on those ones too.
You either like them or you don't like them. Like,
I don't know, bro. They're being a little too kind about those ones.
Monty, do you think the Street Profits are going to beat Waller and 3 and win those because they became the number one contenders on Friday?
Absolutely not. They're black, and Triple H is the booker.
I'm back in on the Street Profits. They're back. Now it's funny. We went on.
Are the Profits back? They're back, people?
Ayo, they were a part of a 4-way tag match that I'm gonna go for on the spreadsheet. To be completely honest with you, and
really? I have to watch that tag.
Yeah,
as much as I get my shit off, I'm a big Street Profits guy. I'm a big Bobby Lashley guy.
Monty, they basically just did the Mania 4-way last year.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna probably watch it on Monday before Jamie fucking harasses us for the
What makes it funny to
star
me
ratings
is they did all this shit to change up the Profits, right? Only to come back around to, all right, just do this because this works. And it's like, what they're doing is just what used to work for them 2 years ago before they did all this fucking rearrangement.
Bro, I saw a tweet and they were like, bro, like, Vince McMahon got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits way more than Triple H did.
It's insane.
I was like, yo, this is nasty, but it's true.
Yeah,
it's fucking true.
Basically, they've now circled back to bringing out the double cups and doing the flips and shit, and they're awesome again. It's like they're literally just doing what they used to do. They were awesome. So,
I love the Street Profits. I'd love to see them get back to being kind of like a top tag team, man, because they're literally one-time tag champs, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? It's like, and the one reign that they had was a great reign that lasted nearly a year. So it's like, why? It's
been too long.
It's bizarre. Bro, people used to call them a top 2 tag team in the world. I don't
they're
know
great,
if that was
man.
ever the case, but I fucking rated them.
They're better than your boys, Monty. But
yeah, they are better than FTR.
No, I wasn't talking about.
No, I agree. Next super chat, Montel.
Hey man, we can all agree to disagree. Because in that triangle of tag teams, I don't think either of us agree on any of it. So, anyway, thoughts on the new tag titles. Like I said, I like both of them. AO don't like the Raw ones. Yeah, man. I think the reason why I'm quite forgiving to the Raw ones and kind of I like them because it's the change from what they were.
Oh yeah, those are all time bad.
When you know what I mean. So when
those are all time bad.
When Truth and Miz are out there and they've got those shitty tag belts on, and then they reveal them, I'm like, yeah, man, they're nice, And but when I saw the SmackDown belts, I was like, yo,
bro, like one person having multiple titles is like one of my favorite images in wrestling. It always has been, and like when people are running around with both SmackDown and Raw tag team championships, like they look cooler. You're just like 2 times more shitty, bro. Like you look even worse.
Yeah, Usos carried around both sets of those belts for like a year.
Like it was literally just double the shit, bro.
The red and blue belt.
Nasty.
Monty, the last thing I'll say, bro, when Waller and Theory are sitting on commentary with these shits, I was like, these niggas do not deserve their belts these icy, bro. Like they look like they're holding New Japan belts and shit.
I know they like Waller in theory, but why are they the first WWE tag team champions?
It's just heat.
It's just
heat tag team, isn't it? You know, whoever beats them will get slightly more over. You know, not in a way of like, oh my god, they're gonna get such a great rub, but like they will. If you put the right babyface in against them, it should go over pretty well.
I was told, this is a semi scoop, I guess. It's you could probably guess this one, but like going forward, the working plan is Rey Mysterio is officially going to be tagging with Dragon Lee going forward. Like they're just a tag.
They're just a tag team now.
They're just a tag team.
Nice.
That's the only way. That's the only way Ray could get Dragon Lee booked, bro. Triple H got to buy remorse on him.
You know, I think that's crazy.
That's.
Hey man, many people are saying this.
No, they're not.
They are saying it, bro. They're saying it.
They're not saying it. They're not saying it quite like that. Bro, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's the right move. I think it's the right move for both guys.
Anyway,
I don't think it's the right move for Ray, but I do think if he's like if his main interest is like, yo, like I'm trying to really help Dragon Lee get over and like make sure he's straight, then yeah, it's the right move.
Let's power through these. We got a few $2 super chats here, so let's power through them. Darren Walker, £2. Appreciate it as always. The Hardy Boys versus AOP feud will make Ibu happy.
Go fuck yourself.
That would be fucking crazy. I'm not 100% sure they'd come out alive.
They wouldn't, bro, because they wouldn't be able to protect themselves during that match.
No. Like, bro, so Razor in this tag match, Ibu was talking about earlier, Razor hits Dawkins with a powerbomb and like nearly kills him.
Yeah, and Tyler Bate got Tenryu powerbombed like off the top by like Humberto or something. Like I thought he paralyzed him. Like, I was like, yo, what's going on in this match?
Hush $2. Is Perry return or Motor City Machine Guns debut tonight? Well, we don't know.
I expect Jack Perry. But I don't know.
Perry. I even though the sheets haven't said anything, and I feel like PW Insider would have been on it, I feel like the Machine Guns are pulling off. Maybe there's
would be dope.
Yeah, maybe it's a Dynamite.
We'll see, man. But yeah, we don't know for sure, so we can't say a definite answer. Or just kind of what we suspect. Mason 84199. Who is respected more by WrestlePurists, Jericho or?
What do you say?
Okay.
I said the Machine Guns are in Canada.
Oh,
okay. Mason 84199. Who is respected more by WrestlePurists, Jericho or Triple H? I'd say Triple H probably. To be honest,
I guess.
If we
I don't really respect either of them, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So there's people who don't respect either of them. Then it's like, even if you talk about like respect, it's just kind of who gets buried less at the moment. You know?
Who gets buried less? I guess it's Triple H, but that just means I gotta go harder with my Triple H journey.
Triple H right now is better at booking than Chris Jericho is at wrestling TV. Is what I would say.
That's probably a good way of putting it.
Bro, Chris Jericho wrestling TV right now is like, you could equate that to 2019 Vince.
Yes,
like you could.
It's very bad.
With that said, I think he's beating Hook tonight, and I can't cap him holding the FTW belt and rebranding it is kind of funny.
It is kind of funny, but I don't want to really see it.
No, it's not. Stop. Dulce Rhodes 199. We jacking off.
Talk.
We're not gonna let
Songonda
14s are appreciate you. Think Trick can carry NXT. Dave was kind of valid.
Two things can be true. He can be extremely green while simultaneously being the right guy at the right time to be the face of NXT.
Yeah. And hopefully he just develops with the belt. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, he does a few NXT live shows as well because they do those. So, you know, Trick's just so over, he's so charismatic. Like, he is a main event personality and character on your show. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, you got to get the wrestling there, and it's came along a bit, but not quite to the point where he can like carry main events or anything. And as Dave said, he's not quite a main event wrestler.
They got the horses anymore for like say Trick's title reign goes a year or whatever. I don't know if they have enough guys anymore to like
Nah,
put
they
him in
do.
there with
They do.
They do. I haven't looked at the roster.
They're gonna have
Because
to
it's like,
people.
listen, I like Melo. I think there is absolutely a lot of star potential for him if used correctly when he gets called up. But at the same time, as a worker, in the two main events that Trick and Melo have had the past week or so, I think it's been more evident than ever that like Melo is capable of having good matches with guys that can lead him, like a Ricochet or an Ilya or something like that, because he does have the capabilities to have his stuff kind of like plugged into stuff and do stuff like that. But when it comes to him leading a match with someone like a Trick Williams who's still early in their career and
It's gonna
actually
be
trying
average.
to like pace it properly and do all these different things that kind of the more experienced veterans of the game can do more effortlessly, I think you kind of really see it, and that's kind of why those matches with Trick have been quite kind of somewhat underwhelming. Like they haven't been absolute stinkers, but they've been like underwhelming as like they had a pay-per-view main event and a cage match main event, and neither of them were like good,
The cage match,
was the cage match better than the stand and deliver match? I really do not like that stand and deliver match.
I thought the stand and deliver match was better than the cage.
Oh no.
Yeah. At least stand and deliver was a big audience. The crowd is into it,
Bro, like the stand and deliver match was like it wasn't like an absolute botch fest fucking stunk, but like it was so bad that even WWE fans were like, bro, what the fuck was that? You know what it takes for them to say that about two overacts wrestling in WWE, bro?
Like, whatever you thought of that match, the cage match was not as good as that.
Oh no.
They've got people for Trick to wrestle though, like your Dijaks, your Ilias again, and there is actually a few people.
I guess you could bring people down and stuff.
They're gonna have to send people down.
Yeah, there's that as well, bro. Like you could bring down like
Apollo,
Gargano for his last
Cedric
time.
Alexander. Do you know what I mean?
Cedric carrying Trick Williams to a 3-9.
Yeah, that is absolutely a viable thing that could happen, man. So
I like Melo as Melo as a talent, bro, but he's not what I thought he would be back in like 2022. I thought he was a lot better than this.
I gotta see what he is against,
or would be a lot better than this.
I gotta see what he is against other very good wrestlers. To be honest,
if he only has his great matches against other great wrestlers, the standard of Ricochet and Ilya, that's fine. Because as a character and as a presence on TV, he still has so much star potential for that. He can connect with the young black audience better than pretty much most of the talent in. To be honest, he was one of the best people for it in all of wrestling, really, if you think about it. So it's like, there is absolutely star potential there. Really tap into that audience. But as a work, I don't think he's ever going to be the sort of guy who's like, he's the work rate guy of the show. Or like, you know what I mean? I don't think he'll ever be that.
NXT positioned him in 2.0. They positioned him like he was like Black Gargano. Like he was this
Black Gargano, but actually cool.
Yeah, and like at first I thought like he was this like super worker, and he's like, no, he's an athletic guy who has some good matches. Like the Roddy match, I won't say it tricked people, but like his match with Roddy, what I mean?
They gave him the Karrion Kross gauntlet, where it's just like, yo, put him against every fucking super worker and just make this kid look awesome.
Hey, yo,
I guess it tricked me.
Hey, yo, he literally worked on TV. Gargano, Pete Dunne, Roddy, like he was working.
Yeah, man, he had Gunther. You know what I mean?
I know you guys don't rate him, bro, but I fucking love Cole at the time. Yeah, he had a Cole match in there too.
Yeah,
he had 2 Cole matches,
bro. So. Now that I think about it, like this is Melo versus every like super S class like work rate motherfucker. Yeah,
but yeah, man. I think Melo can make it, whatever you want to call it. So
yeah, I think it'll be fine.
I just don't think it'll ever be as like a workhorse. Fucking whatever you want to call it.
I see.
Anja, PN $2. Nuge, Gareth, and other purists are crying on the TL.
I don't get it. Like it's like, is the sanctity of the IWGP?
Bro, I'm about to start calling these people racist, bro. I watched that lumberjack match this fall, and you're telling me I watched that shit at 6 a.m., brother, and you're telling me that Powerhouse Hobbs getting a title match on Dynamite that he's obviously not going to win is like negatively affecting this belt, bro, Ren Narita's about to fight for it. Bro, Evil got a title shot because he stole the belt and kept annoying Sonata. Like, what are we talking about?
Bro, that's the thing, AO. Like, how many shows have we seen this year where like it's a bunch of House of Torture nonsense in the main event again for you know what I mean, and or stuff like that. Like, you can't. I don't think anybody can watch 2024 New Japan and be like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Bro,
that's the sanctity of New Japan. Is this big?
Even knows how I've felt about New Japan for like over a year. So when people just bury it now, it's just kind of like, bro, it's been uninteresting and kind of bad for me, you know.
Monty, my point is because a lot of pro fans today are really upset that Will Hobbs is getting a title shot. Like they're really angry.
Ren Narita was announced as Mox's first challenger, bro. You know what I mean?
And they didn't cry about it, bro. They're just like, oh, this is a real opportunity for Ren to step up. He's not gonna fucking step up, bro. He's had so many opportunities. but sucks. And I was the guy. I was defending Ren against Monty and Evil. I was like, nah. We're gonna be all right. Even when sold out Ren Narita happened, I was like, let's see what happens, bro. Let's see what happens. No, bro, he's a fucking shit.
And he comes out in the Dungeons and Dragons cape robe. Like,
that ass, just a pervert.
Bro, the first time I seen that graphic, I literally like laughed out loud, bro. Like.
But Monty, Will Hobbs is a step too far. Will Hobbs,
come on, bro.
Yeah, he hasn't earned it.
Give me a break, brother. That's gonna be one of the best IWGP Championship matches this year. Fucking like Naito versus
no, not the Suji match. Naito versus fucking
probably the best one, right? Naito Monty is probably the best one this year.
Yeah.
And this might be number 2 once the match is over, unless depending on how you felt about the Sonata Tokyo Dome match. So I don't
those Destinos, brother.
Those
Destinos in the Tokyo Dome match.
Anyway, some gone there. 14s. I appreciate Montel. We're smoking that Chelsea pack on Tuesday. Come on, you Gunners. Listen, bro, that's nothing to like shout about, you know, beating Chelsea in 2024. It's, you know, we are what we are. Corey David, $5, appreciate you. Sean Merriman claims he was in early NXT with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
What the fuck?
I did not know that.
Hush,
$2, appreciate. Y'all think Montez will go singles or nah?
No.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah, Triple H don't see that for him.
I think the priority should just be reestablishing Street Profits as a great tag team.
Hush, $2. No way Big Nose is sorry on Dragon Lee.
Hey man, you see his booking. You seen his booking.
I will say it is Ray very much taken up for him and advocating for him really hard.
It's been that way from the start though, hasn't it? So
yes.
Berkey, which is no problem with that. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how talented you are. Like sometimes you do just need someone. That sort of stuff is very prevalent in like AEW, where like the really like kind of the people with like really strong standings will, you know, kind of be like, yo, you need to make sure that this is one of you guys that you're kind of keeping an eye on or pushing or doing stuff for, because it would be a shame if they kind of got wasted here, etc. So, like I said, it's kind of been that way, Dragon Lee from the start, with Ray kind of looking out for him, putting a word in for him, etc. So. Berkey 199. This Y2J FTW title finna be so ass. Mavs in 6.
Facts. Oh, not facts. We're done with Luka Doncic.
We are done with Luka Doncic.
We're sending his ass back to Croatia, nigga, the Czech Republic, nigga. Get out of my country. Get out of my country. I can't understand you. Black guy.
Sounding like Sean Strickland, bro.
Y'all saw that tweet?
That was a crazy tweet, bro. He was like, yo, these Mexicans making me depressed. They're giving me schizophrenia, bro.
Bro, that dude was like...
I've said this for a minute, yeah. And since I'm the only Brit on this show, I can pretty much just say it. Like, listen, other people in other countries are like bad for like racism and stuff like that. But you see, Americans are easily the most like hilariously dumb racists on the planet, you know?
Bro,
I believe it.
Bro, he said
Sean Strickland's got like 20K likes too, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, people in this comments are like, the revolution is coming, and he's just
Here's a tweet. This is what it says for the people who don't know. Sean Strickland, former middleweight UFC champion, says on Twitter, "One of the worst things for mental health is loving your country. I drive home and I see Mexican flags everywhere. I don't even think English is the language on the West Coast anymore. You have a government actively looking to replace you as a voter. A damn shame to see." What? What? What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, this motherfucker is from Southern California, bro. Like, why is he acting like he just met the first Mexicans just moved into his neighborhood like 3 weeks ago? Bro.
It's what Ibu just said, bro. It's the mental health tie-in that makes it like insane, you know. Like,
he's like, "Yo, this shit ain't good for my mental." Bro.
Gets home from his drive from gym, you know, a couple Mexican flags. He's like, "Oh man."
Oh my god!
He's
ready to just drive to the first 18-wheeler he sees, bro. He's like, "I see one more Mexican flag."
It's insane,
Cali has been like the home for Mexicans and niggas for like decades.
Exactly.
Like, what the hell?
Bro, it's not like he's like fucking from like Orange County, like fucking Stockton or whatever. He's from like LA, bro. I think he's from like Anaheim or some shit. Like, there are Mexicans everywhere. What are you talking about? It's always been that way. It's been that way before you were born.
White replacement theory is one of the funniest things ever.
We're still. I agree as well, Ibu, because you just want you get it in England, right? So there'll be an area, especially like in Birmingham, where there'll be like a dense population of like Asian people. People will be like, "Oh, they're taking over," you know. None of them want to learn our language, and it's like, bro, just chill out, you know. Like,
this isn't to give myself like a "I'm not racist" pat in the back, but I've never walked into an area that's densely populated by a certain race and we're like, "Oh my god!" Like I'm out.
Nigga, if anything, I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty cool that they all fucking found a community or whatever and shit."
Yeah, I'm like, that's their spot. Like, all right,
yeah.
like the idea of Chinatown, like there being a Chinatown in all these big cities, is cool. It's dope to me, bro. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool,
bro." Mm-hmm. Indian Square in New Jersey, like I passed by, I'm like, yeah. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Shout out people, you know. Somehow remaining on the issue topic of race, Corey David, $5. He says, "This may be wild. I think Shawn Michaels books black and Hispanic wrestlers better than Triple H. Triple H's bag is Japanese, whites, and metalheads, and Damian Priest." And Damian Priest.
I mean, if you look at if you look at just like the title reigns alone, I think you have to objectively, like, you have to say it's an objective fact.
NXT has a lot of good faith with the young black audience, from what I see. And a lot of that is obviously because they have a lot of push black talent on there. So it's cool to see them, you know.
Brother, we're looking at, by the spring, the faces of NXT on the babyface side are 100% going to be Trick Williams, Obafemi, and Javon Evans.
Well, not that long ago, Wesley was like, I'm sure it's like, not Wesley was NA champion, Melo was world champion, you know, like, so that's what I'm saying. They've been doing it, so
they should bring back the cruiserweight title, put it on Javon, and just let him hold it.
Javon's really good, man.
He had a really good match with the Dragunov this week.
You've got to kind of be happy for. He's not fucking 18, 19. Yeah. Having these big performances on TV, you just gotta be happy for him.
They had him kicking out of Elias finishers and shit. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Corey David continues HBK's track record. Trick, Carmelo, Wesley, Lash, even Lash, bro. Like the way she's developed into like a viable part of their TV from where she was, you know, because it was always like, yeah, she's charismatic and she can kind of talk a bit, but now she's like I said, a viable, good part of their TV, you know, as part of metaphor. But yeah, man, Wesley, Lash, Obafemi, Javon Evans, Kalani Jordan, another just really bright young talent. Now watch Triple H, how Melo is treated compared to Braun. Gombe, tell you. That's kind of unfair, I think, because Braun Breaker is a freak of nature, you know.
Hey, man.
All of us, AO.
Hey, man. I'm just going to say, it used to be the big two with Melo and Braun.
You just discovered AO's new, like, agenda. Like, what he's going to push
it used to be the big two. Bro, Evil used to be Braun and Mello and Brown, twin them. Wasn't it Evil?
I can already see AO. I can already see AO's tweet. I can already see AO's tweet. Like Bron Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, thinking emojis.
I'm just gonna say I might throw their records next to each other, bro. I might be like, yo, Bron Breaker's on the main roster, 22-1. Carmelo Hayes, 5-17. What's going on? Then I'm gonna post that picture of both of them in NXT sitting in their lockers, both with the 2 top titles. Look like they're ready to take over the world. Racism?
Hey,
you tell me.
Let's keep an eye on who ends up on that King of the Ring bracket.
Hey, let's keep an eye. Not everybody can make it to Saudi, brother.
So by the end of next week, Swerve and Trick Williams both champs. Very, very likely possibility, bro.
Black wrestling draws.
Hey, just say Rhodes $2. Santana #grab that tag rope. Also, we respect his grind, man. I respect his hustle, so I genuinely do. You know.
Let's talk some Dynasty.
Is that where we ought to? No, touch on the WWE releases since we talked all about this. WWE races came into it. Someone sent a super chat earlier about all the people being released are people of color, and they were. WWE done some releases on Friday, mid SmackDown. We started getting the news about it. Jinder Mahal, Zion Quinn, Sanga, Veer, and Xia Li all released by WWE. Some of them tried to get ahead of it in terms of perception, like Jinder. Jinder said, I quit. Maharaja. Is that how you say it?
Maharaja.
See, we're completely butchered.
It's Maharaja.
Yeah, Maharaja out. Yeah. And he tweeted like free agent 90 days or something. No, in his bio. So yeah, that was then Xia Li did it was like an announcement saying thank you to everyone in WWE, but he didn't actually say specifically like I have left WWE. Do you know what I mean? So it was like there was like a 20-minute period where it was like, what's going on? It's probably releases, but nobody's actually.
Bro, the locker room was in shambles over that one. I didn't know Xia Li was so over with the boys and girls.
Bro, yeah, that was like the details that got reported after. You know, like a lot of sympathy. Obviously, there's always sympathy for all of them, but like a lot of sympathy specifically for Xia Li and
Maharaja. Thank you, Angel.
There you go. A lot of sympathy specifically for Xia Li and Jinder Mahal. I think the report from PW Insider noted that like talents felt like, you know, Jinder Mahal got given nothing constructive like creatively for literally years at this point, and when he got called upon to do the Rock segment, he did his thing, and you know he's always stayed in great shape, etc., etc. So they felt that was kind of harsh. And Xia Li,
that report just completely skipping over that he was given a world title shot and completely shit the fucking bed, and it was god awful. It's hilarious.
I mean, that's just what that was just a feeling amongst some talent, not the whole.
Hey, bro, did you miss that? Did you miss the whole title shots? Oh, fucking thing! Like,
like it was much, you know, that like sad face emojis. Like it was like 5 of those, and it was like
Jinder was very light backstage, man. That was what the report noted as well, and that's kind of known anyway. Not within WWE, like Jinder is very much people like Jinder, bro. You know, there was like I think one of the reports recently was like. He was at NXT recently, and he was very like helpful and just really like friendly and all that good stuff that you hear, you know. So, Jinder Mahal very much liked. People thought he was kind of hard done by. We've kind of not been given anything for a couple of years, other than what we just mentioned. Xia Li, kind of the same, and kind of felt she was kind of a victim of all the start and stop pushes under the Vince McMahon reign. Obviously, under the Triple H, she kind of had like a couple-week program with Becky Lynch, but not much more. So people thought, you know, she was kind of hard done by there. And, you know, she's always been someone who other talents have said has worked hard and they've enjoyed working with her and stuff like that. And there was, as I mentioned, a lot of outpouring of, you know, just kind of support towards Xia Li on Twitter from different talents.
Kyrie was out here posting poetry.
Yeah, Kyrie was fucking destroyed, bro.
Yeah.
But look, man, people talking about Jinder didn't get a fair shot, blah 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 blah. He had like a fucking you're like a near 15-year main roster run, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
that's a long
he
time
had
to
a
be in
good
any
run,
wrestling
man.
company, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Good run.
that's a
man.
lot of money in a long. That's a long fucking time. People 1,000,000 times
Good
more
run,
talented haven't got half
Yeah.
of that. So like,
And
you just
he
gotta be
and
like,
the company
you really can't complain if you're gender, bro. Like,
and like I mean, look, they gave him a Drew McIntyre feud like what 3 years ago. He was the world champion. Look, I mean,
Yeah, man.
I forgot he was WWE champion. I forgot about that. Like,
he
come
was,
on, bro. We're talking about Jinder Mahal here. But I don't know if you guys saw Senga and Veer both. They both insinuated that like
Mm.
this is racially motivated. WWE doesn't appreciate Indians. When it comes to Indians, they'll just they'll
Yeah,
take
the
their
gimmicks
online
and stuff.
viewership and stuff, and like they'll like pimp them out on like YouTube or whatever for like the Indian views, but then they won't push any Indian talent.
it was a fair point.
I was like, this is very interesting. This is
It
very
was a fair
interesting.
point in the sense that he was right in that he's like, yo, y'all want to tap y'all want to use the market, and y'all we do all them big views, because with representation, but it's like fake representation, and that's like a fair point. It's the same. Look, it's a fair point in the sense that it's like, yo, y'all only want to trot us out when like you need to pop numbers in certain like demographics and areas, but it's like you're not actually committing to just having like serious Indian representation. And where the conversation gets like slightly complicated, and like we probably don't have too much time to get into it here, is look, at the end of the day, like there should still be like a merit for like being on the show. And I don't think, at least in the gimmick of Indus Share, I don't think they were an effective act at all. But at the same time, look, for all we know, maybe Veer in a different version of presentation could have been something.
I think
Yeah,
Veer was fine.
100%.
Sanga was fucking.
Veer's got like a really cool story, but like
He was
fucking
like that baseball player.
Disney did a fucking film
Yeah.
about him or some
The
shit.
$1 million
Based on
arm
him.
thing, he won like he won that contract or whatever.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it all goes back to like is there a representation issue in wrestling for multiple different races? Absolutely. Like AEW had one in the beginning. But then it was also like, so who are the black talent that AEW is capable of signing right now that deserve to be pushed? It was very far and few between, bro. Like almost everybody, all the like ready-made TV talents, they were in WWE at the time, bro. And then you just look to the indies, and the indie people are like, well, why can't Pineapple Pete get pushed? Why can't AJ Gray get pushed? You fucking know why, bro. Like, they fucking suck. So it's like, there's this representation issue, but it's also with, like, being a minority, bro, it's also a smaller pool to pick from when it comes to actually, like,
Yeah, there's all
talented people
kinds
that
of
can be pushed.
Yeah, there's all kinds of like reasoning, context, and stuff that needs to be. It's not as quite as black and white, No, that pun wasn't intended, But like,
Like,
it isn't that cut and dry, So
I don't think the biggest indie sheer fans was like, yo, like Veer should be WWE champion.
Right. That's the thing. It just, I don't think Jinder Mahal, for example, was ever particularly good. But does that mean that the general sentiment of those three men being that like WWE, it's like,
so yeah, that stereotypical foreign heel kind of archetype that pretty much all their Indian guys have been plagued with, and there is absolutely validity to what Sangha and Veer did kind of get into, because it was kind of based around that and like the gimmicks and stuff like that, and not like getting the fair shake. So, obviously wishing them all the best. Jinder Mahal, who knows where he'll end up, man? Because like I said, he's on the latter end of his career. He's already had a very good run in terms of like a career sense. He's been employed for how long? He's a former world champion, etc., etc. So,
real Monty, we know exactly where Jinder's going.
Well, we spent a lot of time. We spent a lot of time talking about him earlier tonight. So
he's going to TNA.
Hey man, it's a good spot for him.
All right. Oh yeah, one last detail relating to Jinder. There was a note in the PW Insider report that a few, not all, a few WWE talent were joking around that Jinder Mahal is going to have a summertime feud with Tony Khan in AEW, because obviously
I think this is pretty pathetic, bro. Like I think inside jokes being reported as news is just It's just
He
the
was
state
kind
of
of. He was
wrestling
kind
media
of.
right
He
now.
was a weird note to kind of include.
Like why? Like bro. Like, and I know I did it, bro, because everybody's gonna get like, ha ha ha. Everybody point and laugh at AEW. But just like, all right, bro. The boys having inside jokes. We're printing and reporting that now.
It is. You know what's interesting about it is the boys have inside jokes for everything. For example,
Yes, they joke about fucking everything. Why are you reporting this, bro?
Whoever was talking to Mike Johnson was just being spiteful. Like they were just like
very spiteful.
So anyway, we think he's gonna fight Tony, and he's just like, all right, I'll write it since you told me. Like fuck it, man. So.
Berkey, 199, appreciate it. We're also gonna have to compare Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne AO.
Hey man, I'm gonna be noticing from day one. The Strat's like 6-1 right now, bro. We gonna see if Roxanne. We gonna see if the Prodigy get the same treatment when she get called though.
Well, SmackDown ended with like the women's championship right next to Tiffany, like that. Like she's winning that.
She's winning that this year, bro.
Does she even need Money in the Bank?
No, bro.
No. Someone tweeted it who I follow earlier. Like, it wasn't a big account or anything, but I'm sure one of the big accounts has tweeted it by now. But like, Tiffany for Money in the Bank, nah, she should have beat Bailey straight up, bro. Like. It just is what it is, you know.
Just give her a pay-per-view women's title match and let her fucking win, bro.
Yo, I was watching her on SmackDown. I'm like, bro, she already like feels like Charlotte in terms of like the presentation. I'm like, she already feels like Charlotte. This is crazy.
But yeah, Tiff Strat, very good. Roxanne, tremendous as well. So we'll see. Showtime Spurs, $10, appreciate it. They really did sang it dirty. He had a good thing going on as this positive, cool joint with Valentina and her friend, whose name escapes me. Then they just changed him to the typical foreign heel shape in my head. I mean, that gimmick he did in NXT wasn't particularly. I wouldn't class that as a good thing going. To be honest, you know, wrestling is subjective, but again, we've kind of that is still better because it's not the stereotypical gimmicks and shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, he had even though I didn't think it was a good gimmick, you know, being like the big friendly giant and shit, like whatever the fuck it was that they were doing. I don't think it was good, but probably maybe would have given him a better chance than what he did have. It's hard to say, you know.
I saw there was a thread like I forget how long ago, but there was a thread about like all of the stereotypical Indian monster heels, and I didn't even know about half of them, bro. It was basically all WWE ever gives Indians to do, except for Jinder and like the 3MB shit. But so like for like every crime time that black people had to deal with, or fucking whatever we saw as like shucking and jiving, like the Indians have had it fucking worse in WWE.
Yeah, man.
I just think we're so past like racial stereotype gimmicks. Like they're just so tacky.
Yeah, way past it. I agree. All right. Elsewhere before we get to Dynasty, bro, you see, Kevin Owens busted open on SmackDown. That was a crazy angle. Tama Tonga threw him out there. Solo Sikoa's gone power mad. But yeah, they did a big angle. Tama Tonga beat the shit. Well, Tama Tonga and the Bloodline beat the shit out of Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens was pouring out there. Yeah, man. Kevin Owens in where was it? Whatever city they were in. I think it's Philadelphia again. Maybe.
No, they weren't in Philadelphia. They were. Oh no, they were in Pennsylvania. They were in Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania. There we go. Anyway, Kevin Owens busted open. Good angle, man. Tama Tonga, like, say what you want about him as a talent. I don't think he's anyone who like sets the world on fire. I do think he's decent though. But at the end of the day, he's came in two very hot angles, and he's pretty much already like, I won't say he's a made man, but you know, he's in the bloodline, and he came in two hot angles.
I like how Tom was being. I like that he's being commentally presented right now, because I know where this is headed. And when this crashes and burns, bro, oh my god, this is gonna fuel even more tweets. Tom, I've been watching wrestle for like 10 years, brother. I know what you are. No matter Paul or Heyman early booking can save you from your eventual fate. All right,
bloody.
It's happening,
bro. You'll be okay, bro. Did you hear the reaction Solo Sikoa was getting?
Bro, I actually
You know
didn't.
what I'm
I
saying?
saw the Kevin Owens angle. I saw that, but I see Solo wearing a suit, and people were like, "Oh my god, this motherfucker! He looks like a main
They were
eventer."
getting as well, bro. So like, and Solo Sikoa has not had one great match in his career. Like he's had a few decent ones.
Has he had any
Like,
good ones on the main roster?
but
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa has
Against,
not had one great match in his career. Like not one.
Against who? Like
And
fucking Kevin Owens, bro.
Kevin Owens and Sheamus, he had good matches on TV.
All right,
Randy
bro.
got a good one. Randy
Motherfucker
got
had
a
a
good
good
one out
match
of him
against
as well.
fucking.
Yeah, with Sheamus Extreme. Like,
Yeah, like all right, man.
But yeah. But like I said, you don't have to be a great in-ring worker, man, to be a star in WWE. You just don't. You just don't.
Look at fucking Dirty Dom.
As long as you like passable, which Tama's more than passable. Tama's like pretty decent, you know.
Well, you know.
Solo Sikoa's like passable. Do you know what I mean?
bro, Mont, you know,
I don't. I'm memeing about Tama, but I do not find Solo's work passable at all, bro.
It's not. It's boring, but it's not like he's sloppy and falling out. Like, do you know
he's not fucking up like power bombs or anything, like almost
you know
paralyzing people and shit.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you
He
mean.
knows how to work safe, and like I said, it's just kind of it's boring, but it's passable for just doing what he needs.
When are they bringing in my Twitter mutual, my good friend of the brand, Jacob Fatu? When are they bringing him in?
So, AL, I have a theory.
Because I'm gonna watch the Bloodline segment.
I have a theory. Did you catch when Nick Aldis was yelling at Heyman like, "Yo, tell me this bullshit isn't happening next week at the draft. We're gonna have big executives, big company officials."
Oh, you think Big Fatu's just gonna lay waste to a?
I think Big Fatu's
big angle.
Honestly, Nick Aldis might have to catch a BME. You might have to hold that.
I love the Jacob Fatu talk, bro, because it's like there's absolutely 100% a majority of WWE fans who have no fucking idea what they're about to get. Like this, and I hate doing that thing like, "Oh, if you don't know, you're gonna know." But bro, Jacob Fatu is a fucking animal.
It's actually kind of disgraceful that TK didn't sign him, bro. All right, bro, he shot someone. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has bad days. Like TK, you should have. You should have signed him, bro, because his run in WWE is gonna get nasty.
Get crazy.
But at least I have Tama Tonga to laugh at. So there's that.
Tama's good, bro.
No, he's fucking not. No, he's not.
The jokes you're gonna get off is Hikuleo because he's gonna be coming in, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he's coming in. He's gonna come in around June, July.
That's gonna be when AO gets in his stride. You get me? Because, like I said, Tama Tonga is coming in. He's already going to end up being like super over. 2 hot angles already. Beat the shit out of fucking Kevin Owens. It won't surprise me if he beats Kevin Owens at Backlash or something. Do you know what I mean? Kevin Owens is not going to let himself have a shitty match with Tama. So it's like, it's
nasty. Like drones are just
man.
You're just a fucking idiot, drone. Like the main event tonight is a 300-pound Samoan against a 6'2" jacked black man. Like, what do you? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
They've been doing a good job with Tom.
Hush $2 says, all I'm saying is Cody took away from the Polynesians.
He did, bro, and we're gonna look into that. We're gonna look into the Huskies' tweets about Polynesians because we know how he feels about Middle Easterns, black people. And I think Mexicans too. We do know, but the Hyrule Husky feels about those 3 groups of people. We will be looking into thoughts on the Polynesians.
Anyway,
it was him.
It wasn't him. Can't prove it. Anyway, CM $5. Appreciate it. Max Caster versus Jinder for the TNA title in 6 months. Book it.
I don't think Max Caster's going anywhere, bro. Unfortunately.
No. I
don't think he's going anywhere.
Anyway, all right, it's a new tag belt, spoke about it. Tama Tonga, big angle, talked about it. Cody versus AJ at Backlash. Kind of the direction we already thought it was going in, to be honest, when it was AJ and LA Knight in the final, because obviously Cody, you would suspect he's going to go against a heel on pay-per-view, which he is, going against AJ, as I just said. And I think, yeah, man, mid-40s, jacked AJ Styles. I'm a big fan, and I think this should be...
AJ's got a springing step again nowadays, bro.
AL thought he was
Dynasty's coming up, fella.
Shut the fuck up. Yo, Evil used to slander him all the time. Just like, why? Like, why are you doing this? Like Uncle Allen's just chilling. Like he's collecting his checks. He's taking care of his 17 kids, bro. He's fucking, he's pulling up the springboard 450 once every 6 months. He's being Omos's manager. He's living life. He's staying away from Paul Heyman and the bloodline because he fucking hates Heyman. And he's just slandering him for no reason, bro. For no reason. And now that he's like dead to the beef with Heyman or like Roman's gone or whatever the fuck, and he's like, yeah, I'll move up the card. I don't give a fuck. He's working again. He's fucking snorting Trent, fucking shooting fucking D-ball into his eyeballs and shit. Evil is just fucking drooling over him and shit.
He is a beast, though.
It feels like
he is a beast now. So
it's like they told him, "Yo, you're a main eventer again." And he was like, "All right, I'm actually."
He's all right, bet, bro. Give me a couple months. Give me a couple months. I'm gonna hit up my pharmacist.
Give me a couple months, B. All right. We're finally going to talk about Dynasty. Like I said, we've left it till the end because people who are watching tomorrow. Obviously, Dynasty is. I think the pre-show is already like they're doing the RJC fucking Renee fucking BS that they do on the pre-shows these days. So yeah, obviously. Let's talk about this card. We're going to make some predictions and I guess just kind of talk loosely about it. So get it out of the way. Let's talk about the trios title unification match. The Acclaimed versus the Bang Bang Gang, Bullet Gold.
The fucking Guns won the tag match last night.
They did.
So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully,
I think Acclaim
still gets smokes tonight. The Acclaim's winning is like it's a pay-per-view, so I'm not going to. But that's channel changing shit, bro. That's. I don't really want to watch this shit anymore. Type of shit, bro.
They should win because it frees Jay White to challenge for like one of the 5 singles belts that they have, bro. Think about it. Jay White, if he doesn't have the trios belts, you could throw him against any championship, international.
Yeah, but are they gonna do that? But Ibu,
you could.
Is that their plan?
Yeah, but bro, we've been watching this promotion for 5 years, bro. We've kind of got a feel for how Tony Khan books and who he like, who he rates, who he doesn't rate, where he sees them and stuff like that. Do you honestly think if the Bullet Club Gold flop tonight, and don't win, and the Acclaimed win, which I don't think many people want to see it anyway, do you really think that Jay White, even if he like has a TNT title match or something, do you think he's going to get like a sustained push to where he should where most fans think he should be?
That's a different question. No, I don't think
way. Like no way.
You know what I do think? With the TNT championship in the hands of Edge, and like there's all these other belts, like I just said, there's 4 singles belts now in the men's division. These niggas are gonna need challengers, and so I 100% believe that Tony can just throw Jay
Challenger
White.
of the week, Jay White.
Not even of the month, not the week, but the month. Like I can see him at Double or Nothing fighting for one of these championships. Which one is it going to be? It could be Okada, since Okada's comfortable with the guy. I'm just giving an example. So I actually think the Acclaim
they can't wrestle the fucking non-world title match. Jay White, they need 40 minutes. Jay White and Okada do. And I love both. I'm not, even though I am kind of that is a dig at him,
I'm souring on Jay White a little bit, but
he's a beast.
I think the
would you perform at your best of your abilities if you was in a position
that Billy Gunn match was tragic.
I went on him. He didn't do nothing. He didn't.
That's how he wrestles, isn't it, bro? It's just I get beat up, then counter wrestle. And it's like, bro, with fucking Billy Gunn, you have to know that's not what people want to fucking watch, bro. Like, you gotta bring some offense, bro. Like, you can't wrestle the same style with everybody, bro. Like, it's not like it's Ospreay doing fucking quadruple handsprings around you and shit, and you're getting fucking Pele kicked in the head, and you're like waiting for your chance to fucking strike and shit. Like, no, bro.
Yeah.
I watched him have a great heel performance against Hikuleo that went way too long.
That fucking sucked. You talking about his leaf? His
that did not suck,
match
bro. That did not.
Nick, bro, I think I gave that like a 2.
It went way too long.
Probably lower.
It went way too long, and I didn't love it. But in terms of a singular performance from Jay White as a heel in that match, he was very, very good.
Bro, I watched that match and I was like, bro, do I even like Jay White anymore? And then the Eddie Kingston match happened. I was like, yeah, I love Jay White.
The last great Jay White singles match was against Dax on like the Go Home, like All Out or some shit. I think it was like All Out or All In, one of those shows. But
that's not what I did. You know, he was great. He was great in those tag matches with FTR as well. So it's just like it's. Anyway, So are you guys predicting the Acclaimed are winning then? Because I'm still going with Bullet Club.
I'm still gonna go with Gun Club. Hopefully.
All right.
I mean, not the Gun Club. Fucking Bang Bang Gang.
Bang bang.
All right. So we got another trios match: Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe, the Big Three, versus the House of Black, Brody King, Malachi, and Buddy. So
I think House of Black.
This could be really fun.
Yeah,
this could be really, really fun. So I'm hoping that this will be good.
I'm going with Team Edge.
I know who's not getting pinned in this match.
Malachi.
Yeah, he's not getting pinned in this match.
I think Malachi could pin Edge, maybe.
Brother,
a title match.
I'm not saying this is what I'd book. I'm just saying, like, it just feels like and Edge, then Copeland beats him in a TNT title opener in 2 weeks or some shit. You know?
Well, like I know it's a trios match, but you got the TNT champion, you've got the fucking Ring of Honor World Champion. Like I think these guys are getting protected here. I'm pretty sure they're winning. I think there's going to be a way to get Cope on the card, Briscoe on the card, Eddie on the card, but you don't really have to worry about what they're doing like as individuals.
So you think like Buddy Matthews just eating a spear here or something?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get a fucking Hurricane spear, fucking froggy ball, 1, 2, 3.
This is probably with the like.
Connie, but what's your prediction then? What's your prediction? You going House of Black or Team Cope?
I think House of Black are winning.
All right, so me and Ibu are going with House of Black. AO's going with Team Cope. FTW champion.
I think fuck this match. I think we all think Jericho wins here, right?
Yeah. If it's
no, man.
No, like we don't want to see it. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
I can't even do that, bro. Like I'm picking Hook because I'm just not doing that.
Just not to put that out in the universe.
Bro, if I had to put $100 on it, I think Jericho.
I'm putting it on Jericho. If I had to put my rent on it, bro, I'm putting it on Jericho.
I'm putting $10 on Hook.
Bro, the discourse is gonna get nasty. I'm like, oh my god, hooking Orlando coming soon. They probably should go to Orlando, bro. I don't want to fucking hear drones talking about it. Like, I don't want to see y'all fucking tweets. Like,
it's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going with Hook against the. I guess against my better judgment, and their and the traitors are going with Chris Jericho. Anyway, what should I go to next? TBS Championship. Willow Nightingale challenging Julia Hart. Willow best win this, bro.
He's 100% winning. The question is how
she needs to fucking win this.
How are they going to execute the match because Julia's hurt? So that's the big question.
Fucking throw bombs, babe, with the power bomb, 1, 2, 3, brother. You gotta lay down, Julia.
Catching that squash, then I guess. Fuck it.
You gotta lay down. Julia had like a fucking 15-minute entrance, mad intimidating, out of the gate.
I don't think you should do a squash. I don't think you should do a squash.
She can't wrestle.
What do we know though? We don't know. We know.
I don't know anything.
We know that she picked up. We know that she picked up an injury in her Rampage match last week, which was taped last Wednesday, and I believe this past Wednesday she was in the tag match, which she didn't bump. She didn't do anything. All she did was grab a few. She just choked Edge a little bit and stuff like that. So she didn't take any bumps. Maybe she was preserving a bump card because maybe she can kind of work a match, but she's got one in her, sort of thing. We don't know where she's actually at, but I don't think you would do a squash because I don't think the story calls for Willow to squash Julia here, even if it is kind of like antics and stuff like that.
It kind of does though, bro, because like House of Black's just been terrorizing them. Low-key, they've had the upper hand like every week and shit.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you'd assume some. I don't know. Even if this is the match that I think is gonna have like all the overbooking and stuff. The Sky Blue interference, the Mercedes interference, this, the that. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's actually the way that match should go as well. Like being like just a little. I don't think we throw around the word overbooked. Because if it's
smoke
kind
and mirrors.
Yeah, smoke and mirrors. There you go.
Yeah.
Smoke and mirrors.
Mercedes is originally going to be the enforcer of the match, so I think she's still going to be there to do run-ins and all that type of stuff.
But yeah, that is true.
2 black champions walking out of this show.
Mercedes was originally penciled in to be the special guest enforcer for this match. Don't know why they didn't go with it, so I assume they're doing some sort of cool running, like we just kind of laid out there. So yeah, we're all going with Willow on that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kazuchika Okada defending the AEW Continental Championship versus Pac. This should be a tremendous match because Okada, I feel like if I'm Okada, bro, and I'm not, because I'm not a multi-millionaire, Hall of Famer, Asian wrestler. But if I was, I would have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder because that Eddie match didn't quite deliver the way that a lot of people wanted it to. He's worked a lot of trios matches and stuff so far. And that, when you sign Okada, that's not what you're getting. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not what you think of with Okada. You think of the great singles matches, like the all-time resume is like the peak of his singles matches and stuff. So really, really, really I'm hoping that he has like a really good match here with Pac. And Pac is so smooth, so sharp, even though he's recently back from injury, he fucking doesn't matter with him because he's just so good, So I think Okada wins here, decisively as well, but I think I'm hoping it is as good as it sounds on paper,
Yeah. I think the worst version of this is still very good.
Yeah, probably.
Okada's against Pac.
Yeah, that's like probably one of the strongest favorites on the card, to be honest.
Yeah, he's not losing.
He is not losing that belt already. I don't think I think it would be like Wrestle Crab, and I love Pac, and it wouldn't be such a thing like, oh, Pac shouldn't be a champion. It's not that. It's just like that would be like awful. Like if Okada lost that belt after just winning it this early in his reign, in his second singles match, that would be tragedy. So yeah, AEW International Championship, Roderick Strong defends against Kyle O'Reilly. Ibu, you're very fired up for this one.
I'm fired up for this one. This is the match I'm the second most excited for on this entire show. I think the best version of this is special. Kyle O'Reilly's awesome. Roderick Strong is a machine. And I think Roddy beats the dog shit out of Kyle and beats him. I think he's going to win via either ref stoppage or something like that. I think it's going to be brutal. I think it's going to be physical. I think Roddy's going to win, and I think he's going to try to – I think the story coming out of this is basically he's going to try to beat him into submission in terms of joining the Undisputed Kingdom. I think he's going to try to get him to join, and he's going to try to convince him by kicking his ass. And so whether that works or not, I don't think this is the end of the story. I think he just beats him, and we kind of go from here.
Yeah. Oh, who has the Dynasty Collision yet? Was both you guys?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I've seen it.
Okay, yeah. So it's evil. Yeah, like Jaro just said, their exchanges last night were fucking godly. It was like the New Japan Road to preview tags were like two guys that are like about to fucking go to war. Just give people like a little sample of what's about to happen. Like I was excited about the match going into this weekend, but after seeing what they were doing with each other last night, no Diddy, bro, like I'm fired the fuck up, bro. Like it's top 3 now. I don't know if it was top 3 before that. I don't know what my number 3 was, but yeah, it's probably surpassed FTR versus Bucks, honestly, on my excitement list. Like I'm fired up, bro. I'm fired up.
I got a prediction. I think there's gonna be one head bump suplex that Kyle takes to make you like afraid of his neck.
Beast.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fucking sell it.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna cry about it on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
Exactly.
But yeah, in terms of predictions, I've got Roddy retaining. Roddy retaining.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And
I think Kyle with the bookies is the favorite, to be honest.
I doubt. I can't see.
Bro, fucking, I think Julia. Last I checked, Julia Hart was the favorite.
Yeah, Julia.
From
Yeah,
Vegas
because
too.
Sean
weird.
tweets them throughout the week, doesn't he? Sean tweets them throughout the week, so it's like sometimes you see them, and sometimes you see some of them. Like, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe Mercedes costs Willow, and that's like the big angle that they do. I don't know.
I would be fine with that if like Julia wasn't the fucking champ. Like I've had enough of this. I'm ready to move on. Like if it was a champ that I liked, I'd be like, all right, well, I really thought tonight was Willow's night, but I can see where this story's going.
How many times have we said that as well with Willow, bro? Like,
yeah, it's too many.
It's wild, bro. Because she remains bulletproof. Like people still love her.
Yeah,
people still get behind her for the next title shot. You know, and it's like we love her, man. Willow's awesome. But yeah, the other women's title on the show, the world title, the Women's World Championship, Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa. I think the only hope this match has of being good is if Thunder Rosa's just in that mode where she just kind of whacks you, you know,
I'm kind of worried about
and Toni goes with it.
Yeah,
you know. Otherwise, I think this match will have some challenges, especially if it. I think placement's very important for this one as well.
Don't throw this right on after fucking Danielson Ospreay.
Listen, Thunder Rosa is the challenger of the month for Toni Storm. We all know that Toni Storm's thing isn't going to end until she faces Mariah May. They're making it blatantly obvious that the destination is Mariah finally turning on Toni because she's in love with the championship and all that stuff. So this is just a placeholder defense, and Thunder Rosa is up and down when it comes to those on pay-per-view. But against the Toni Storm, who, I mean, I don't know how many months now, it's like she goes out there, she has her 2 3/4 star match doing the shtick. I kind of expect more of the same here, to be honest with you. I like Thunder Rosa more than I like Deonna Purrazzo, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to overcome that. So I think on a show where a lot of these matches are going to be really, really good, I think this is going to be the one that struggles. But Toni's going to retain.
Yeah, I think we're all going with Toni.
Hopefully Izumi knocked something loose in Toni's head. He gets it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think placement will be very important, and I think there's limited options of how this can turn out like good, you know. So we'll see. I hope it turns out good because I actually like both women involved.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, we'll go to the tag title tournament final. Ladder match. We've decided to go for this one. FTR versus Young Bucks 4. 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4. I know a lot of people have like rolled their eyes at the ladder match stipulation, and I get it, especially when it's been, especially when it's a tournament final that hasn't had any stipulations in it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's so weird. And we know, and it's like they're not the sort of tag teams that need a stip. Like they're literally two of the greatest tag teams of all time. You know what I mean? Like they can have, and like maybe they won't have a tag. You know what I mean? A match of the year contender, but they're definitely capable of having a pay-per-view worthy match without a stip.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I'm not mad at the ladder match, to be honest. I think on this show that, you know, are set for the FTW Championship, which obviously is just kind of like no rules. This is the only stiff match. So, you know, I'm not particularly mad at it, man. I'm not particularly mad at it at all. And I think this will be like an exciting injection into this show, you know, which is going to be very wrestle heavy. Especially with like you got Kyle O'Reilly versus Roddy. It's inherently an AEW pay-per-view, you know. Man. And then you're gonna have like the scapegoat Jack Perry interference at the end. We all suspect. So I think this could be like exciting and just kind of fun, and you know what I mean.
Hopefully. Personally, I was really excited for this match because my favorite FTR Bucks match is the second one because that was the only one where they worked like a traditional style tag match, and it was like a Southern style tag with FTR.
I get that 100%.
And the Bucks were like the Stooge heels. I thought we were gonna get that type of thing again, but they're doing a ladder match. You know, I'm kind of bored of those, but the Bucks are really, really, really creative. So I mean, look, they're great in step matches. Look what they did last month against Sting. So I expect this to be very good, even though it's not like the match I necessarily wanted them to have. And I expect Jack Perry. So yeah, this is going to be a very good match, and I expect FTR to lose this match to the Young Bucks. I would have liked them to just lose via pinfall, but they'll lose by falling off a ladder. What do you think,
AO? Yeah, those fat marks are gonna have to do the JOB from our goats. Speaking of goats, Big Scapegoat is pulling up. He's gonna get a hero's welcome. It's gonna be one of the loudest pops of the night.
I genuinely think he's gonna get a pop. I genuinely think he's getting a pop.
No, he will
Bro,
get
Pac's
a pop,
gonna be
man.
crazy.
He will get a pop.
Pac's gonna be
He will
crazy.
get a pop. Are we talking about Jack Perry still? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Big
he will get a
scapegoat.
pop, man. And I guess we're all predicting that the Bucks walk away with the titles, 3-time champs, and this EVP reign. Hopefully, it can hit the heights that we know the Young Bucks title reign can. But yeah, this is definitely going to be. I feel like this reign is something that they've like. This is what they're building towards, is having this like EVP tag title reign. You know what I mean? So I am quite excited to see what they do with it and what ideas they have for it. Motor City Machine Guns, AO. You said earlier that they're in Canada, so it seems like they're not going to be showing up.
Canadian indie booking today.
They could be working as well, brother.
They could be. Somebody find a picture of them in that Canadian ass ring. Find a feed before we get worked.
All right, last two matches, the big two. Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. You could very much make an argument that these are the two greatest wrestlers alive right now. Very much a dream match, and I know that time gets thrown around way too much over the past few years, almost ad nauseum. But this is one of the occasions that dream match should be reserved for. Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay, bro. You know, this is crazy. I don't even know what to expect. I know it's going to be good, obviously, but I don't even. I think there's a lot of different versions of this match being good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited to see what they got for us, Super.
Yeah, Bryan could decide, I'm gonna beat the shit out of Will Ospreay. I'm gonna have like a deliberate physical match, you know. But
is Bryan gonna work here, little baby?
I think he needs to work here.
I don't think that's a
but
given. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like
I think they need to work heel here because Ospreay's just been so fucking over from the jump. He's been presented as nothing but a babyface since signing the contract. And then Ospreay also went out of his way to be like, come on, bro, like, you know, I didn't know that's what the Don Callis family was on. Like, I'm not with any of that shit. And I think Danielson's gonna work heel from a place from like anger, so it makes sense as a babyface. Just like, yo, he's pissed off, he got fucking brain busted on the steps and shit. But
you know what happened? I think that at some point a Will Ospreay morality play is gonna come into focus where the Callis fan, because here's the thing, in the build is all about these guys really convinced that they're better than the other guy. And Will Ospreay's been talking all about how, like, you know, I think I'm the best, but I do have to beat Bryan Danielson to prove it. And this is where the best wrestler in AEW, it's a jungle, it's a shark, blah, blah, blah. Now, that's very noble and honorable. He wants to just show he's better than this guy, right? You cannot prove that if the Don Callis family help you win. So I think there's going to be a moment in this match where the Callis dudes show up and they're going to try to help Will Ospreay get the victory. And he's going to be like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I mean? He's going to be super heated about it. And that's where we get the next major story development with Will, where he's going to have to figure out where he stands with Don. And so I think that's going to come into play, and I think they're going to ruin this match to a degree.
Getting the win.
I think Danielson should win. I think he is. I think you do Danielson sort of a double or nothing. If they're not saving that for Tacoma, Tacoma show, but anything you can just run it back. It's fucking Tacoma. And
then also for that pay-per-view, you have Will kind of officially feuding with the Callis guys, and you know what you could do? You could run.
What does that look like? Because we got the Takeshi match, we got the Hobbs match, we got the Fletcher match. So
part 2. You rematch
Takeshi part 2.
Takeshi part 2 now with personal like stakes and animosity.
Yeah, and interferences and shit.
And the whole build, fucking the whole build. The Don Callis family's harassing Ospreay and shit. I'm with that. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we figured it out. Yeah, I think we figured it out. Charlie has joined us early as ever, you know.
Oh my god.
Early as ever.
I had quite the journey getting home. In my defense, I was meant to be here like 20 minutes ago, but my Uber didn't turn up until really late.
40 minutes ago.
Who's winning?
Yeah, I said 40 minutes ago. Who's winning what?
Ospreay Danielson.
Danielson's winning.
Can we Danielson?
Right. You know this. I think I said about it on the Thursday podcast. I think Danielson.
No, but I've got CTE like Uber, and I forget these things. All right, quickly
What
moving to
what
the
other
main
matches
event.
have you predicted? Let me run through
Well,
them.
literally have one
Everything
left
except
now.
for the main
fuck.
event. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to circle to you, Charlie, at the end and get you just quick
Okay.
predictions, just blitz
Okay,
through
you'll
it,
have to remind me of the card because
Yeah, of course, of course. All right,
I've been out tonight.
we're gonna. All right, we got the last match that we're gonna all kind of talk about collectively: Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, AEW World Championship. Of course, we are assuming this is the main event, rightly so, because history could be about to be made, and I think most assume it will be made as Swerve Strickland tries to become the first Black AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
It's time.
As much as I love Samoa Joe, it does feel like it's they have to do it. I spoke about it on Thursday. I know you kind of you was busy on Thursday, you couldn't make the pop, so but they have to do it. You know, there's no like good way for Swerve not to win. You know,
people talking about Hangman fucking returning and causing it. No, not fucking happening. It's not happening.
Not returning tonight.
Yeah, and Hangman's not coming back tonight.
Yo, this is your version of when I had to deal with Bloodline stands going, what if this guy cost Cody the match? What if...
Bro, and like Bloodline stands and Samoa Joe stands are so fucking annoying in the same way, which is hilarious because they're so different, bro. For standing niggas, Samoa's name Joe. I'm not even talking about, because I love Samoa Joe too. I'm not even talking about the Monties or the Joe Holberts of the world. I'm talking about these Substack having, Kofi Lincoln bio having, fucking Snowboy tweet notification having on ass niggas, bro. Like, they are the most annoying type of wrestling fan, bro. But like, they'll just be like, yo, I hate everything about AEW, but actually, this is like Samoa Joe needs to be champion forever. No, go fuck yourself. So, bro, Samoa BBL Joey, as much as I love him, he's dropping the title tonight. Then he's gonna go film Sweet Tooth season 2.
BBL Joey is crazy. Yeah,
it is crazy.
Swerve's winning this match. I'm curious how good this is gonna be as a match.
I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be Joe's best title defense.
I think out of all the matches on the card, which is hilarious because this is the main event, this is kind of like, I think it doesn't particularly, as long as I don't stink it up, it doesn't. No. I'll catch myself there. But
the heat's gonna be insane. People are already posting Swerve Styles videos, bro, and it's loud as fuck.
I hope the crowd is like just like undeniably behind Swerve. I spoke kind of about my worries about this on Thursdays because like on every angle where Samoa Joe has beat the shit out of Swerve, the crowd have just gone with it and just been like, Joe. And I know it's Joe, and everyone loves Joe, and everyone thinks Joe's cool and everything, but at the same time, it's like Swerve is very over, but on the night, do you know what I mean? It's like, are they going to be like fully with him? I think there's a very, very, very good chance that they are. They're just fully all with him.
What do y'all think Joe's best title defense is so far?
I mean, he's only had like 3, right?
He hasn't had
there's the hook match.
He's had the hook match. He had the fucking Revolution match. He had the Eliminator versus Dustin Rhodes, which I think should count. He's had
the Dustin match was nice. You know?
It might be the Dustin match.
That Dustin match was nice, you know, bro. I
think
it's the hook.
I think this easily becomes Joe's best.
Yeah, probably. When
what I was actually gonna say, because I was waffling a bit in the middle there, because I kind of had a thought, then I went to go with it, then caught myself. I think this match has the highest gap in between potential floor and ceiling. You know,
what's that?
I think there's a version of this match that's just kind of like decent with a cool moment at the end with Swerve winning that gets over. And I think there's a version of this match that she's like phenomenal, you know. So,
this match is phenomenal, because I'm pretty confident in the Roddy match. I'm confident in Danielson. I'm pretty confident in Okada. If this match is phenomenal, then this is going to be one of the best AEW pay-per-views ever. So
yeah, man.
Yes.
So yeah, are we all going with Swerve? Yeah.
Yes.
We're all going. We ain't expecting no upset here. All right. So Swerve walking out world champion. So Charlie, throwing it to you for your quick fire predictions. Obviously, we've just done Swerve and Joe. We've just done Danielson and Ospreay. Young Bucks FTR.
Young Bucks.
Do we get Jack Perry?
Yes.
Do we get Motor City Machine Guns?
No.
Okay. AEW Women's World Title match. Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa. Who you got?
Tony.
Any Mariah May antics?
Probably.
Okay. Okada versus Pac.
Okada.
Julia Hart versus Willow.
Willow.
Do we see Mercedes?
Yes.
Okay. Roddy versus Kyle.
Roddy. Unfortunately.
I mean,
I'm a big
we
Kyle
spoke about
O'Reilly
it
fan.
first.
It
We
is.
spoke about it
I say
first,
unfortunately, yeah. It's not unfortunately because it's Roddy. It's unfortunately because I'm a Kyle O'Reilly fan.
This is unfortunate. FCW Championship. Hook versus Jericho. Who you
I
got?
think Jericho wins.
So
That's really.
you as well. Fuck.
It's really bad. I think Jericho wins.
Yeah, it's happening, unfortunately.
The trios match: Team Cope versus House of Black. Who you got?
Ooh. I think House of Black gets the upset.
Okay, and then the trios unification match. Who you got in that one? Acclaimed or Bullet Club Gold?
Bullet Club Gold.
All right, there you go. There's our predictions for AEW Dynasty. Lucy spoke about the card as well. Hope you got a little kick out of that. I know the show is ongoing right now. The chat we're talking about Seidel versus Trent was apparently a decent match on the
watched that.
I watched it. It was. I had it on my TV. It was all right, and they did a post match thing where OC was making his entrance as Trent was walking away from the match. So
cool.
Did Seidel hit his first shooter in 4 years?
I don't think so. No.
Oh no, it's not happening again.
Trent beat him with
it's over.
Trent beat him with a submission, and he wouldn't let go. And then Mike Seidel was checking on Matt Seidel. It was like the type of
Mike Seidel.
Yeah,
Mike Seidel.
Fucking go.
It was the type of match you get on like a rampage. So
good shit, man. I'll catch up on that one. We're gonna do some suggestions.
No, I don't think so.
No, watch
there you
long.
go.
No, watch long.
Couple of super chats, and we're gonna wrap this up and get to the pape. Showtime Spell $2, appreciate it. Triple H is celebrating the other 420 yesterday.
Wait, what? What other 420? I don't get
the other 420 is Hitler's birthday.
Oh my god! By the way,
many people are saying this.
By the way, Fightful just broke the news that Jeff Hardy's deal is expiring imminently in the springtime period.
All right, well,
so what I sent to the group chat is feasible. I think Matt's only in TNA until Jeff's deal expires.
Maybe. We're talking about that earlier. It's just it is what it is. We'll see what options they have, eh?
Talk about it worldwide.
Mass184 189, appreciate it. Ranked 2000s aces: Cody, Tanner, Mox, Okada, Roman, and Cena. Oh fuck, this is.
God damn
it! I got Okada 1, Mox 2, Roman 3.
I've got Tanner above Okada.
Cena's last. No matter the order, Cena's last.
Oh no! You have to put Tano over Okada just because he literally saved New Japan. So yeah, I got Cena dead fucking last. I respect Roman. Like all the jokes I get off, I respect Roman a lot.
Not a traditional.
I respect his drawing power. Yeah, I don't think he's really a traditional. I mean, yeah, he was.
He was the guy.
He's been a babyface, low key, since they hit the road, bro. Like he's the most over guy and shit. Bro. Like he's doing bad things. He's fighting the good guys,
and he's not even there either. He's not there every week.
Yeah, he's not there. He's not there.
He's not a traditional.
Why is Cody on here? He hasn't even had a chance to.
Yeah, Cody doesn't belong on here at all.
Cody's actually like Roman's last on the principle that he don't really fit the criteria for me. Cody would be second last because he's only just got the belt and he's only just became an ace. Well, he's been the top babyface, but he's only been like the undisputed ace for literally like a week, you know.
Yeah, so then
I'd say
Tana than Okada than John Cena.
I think Tana, Okada, Mox, Cody, Roman, Cena. I'd swap Roman and Cody. But
the thing with Cena is his longevity at the top and his drawing power at the top and his sustainability at the top. So it's like, I don't know. I struggle with Cena slander for that.
Brother, it's like, Cena was at the top for a long time and good for him. But it's not like business was booming when he was on top. Like
it was stable.
Yeah, he's just stable. Like it wasn't like going.
Yeah, but
You know?
what did he add? Like, you can't argue
It's
that
Cena, innit?
Cody and Roman
Cena.
haven't added more
It's not
to
like-
the business in the last
it's not like
years,
Cena was doing gangbusters in merch. Was obviously like the most famous guy in WWE. Was the top babyface or whatever. But it's not like it's not like his quarters were going crazy.
It's
Nah.
not a good argument to say it's Cena.
It is.
That's the thing.
No, it's not.
Cody and
Well,
Roman different
honestly,
ways to help
though,
the business.
Like, yo,
before we
Cody
spend
says
too
he's
long
going on
these-
TV and 300,000 people tune in. That wasn't a John Cena thing.
Before we spend too long on this,
Mm.
my actual answer is I don't know, but Tanner's number one.
Yes,
Tanahashi.
that is fair.
Yeah, Tanahashi's number one. Then I got Okada. Then I got Mox. Then I got Roman. Then I got Cody. Then I got Cena.
I think I agree with that. AO.
Thank you, Bass fan.
These are all hard
Good
to
super
appreciate. I'd simply like to never see FTR versus
Same. I don't know
agree.
why they booked it, but
I
same.
agree. I hope this fucking kicks ass, and I hope we don't have to ever see it again.
My opinion on this super chat is pending on how this match goes.
Some guy, see, bro,
It's a
I'm
lot
not
of
that.
match,
I'm not
bro.
that. I'm not
It's a
that.
lot.
Bro, the match would be great, but then like I don't want to watch another feud, bro. Like,
Right. They don't have TV chemistry either. Like when it
They
comes
don't.
to
no,
They
No,
don't.
they
don't.
don't. No, not in the slightest.
But anyway, some Ganda Chankos, 35 Zar, appreciate it. Thoughts on young wrestlers choreographing matches versus learning to cool stuff in the ring. I've heard Alvarez speak on it. Wrestling needs struggle. IMO. It's all about balance, especially with the earlier ones. You know, especially with like the NXT, PC talents and stuff like that. Choreographing works to make you kind of like more comfortable in the ring and knowing where you are, ring positioning and stuff like that. Timing, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you kind of need to have some ability to be able to call some stuff in the ring. Things go wrong. Sometimes crowds
Ideally,
need
you
to
do
be
both
adjusted
really
to, and all these kind of different things. So it's all about the balance.
Kenny
It's all about
Omega
balance.
spoke about this on his Twitch stream, and he was just like, last week, because someone was like, "Oh yeah, Logan Paul is a great wrestler," and he was like, "Good for Logan Paul for being able to convince you that he's a great wrestler, but like, would he be able to do any of the things Monty just talked about? No, he wouldn't. So you can't really call him a great
I don't know.
wrestler."
He's been that good though. It wouldn't surprise me because
But
he's called it.
but I don't know. Maybe he could. Maybe he could. I don't know how much he really gets the business of wrestling or doesn't. I don't. But like the fact that they're able to like choreograph these matches and he's able to like pull off what they asked for him, good for him. I haven't really been blown away by a Logan Paul performance in like 2 years. Like every time I've seen him wrestle lately, I'm just like, oh, okay. But people like what he's doing.
I hear you.
Yep.
Hush $2 appreciate. Oh, this is a better Ace than Cody. A very spiteful super chat.
Many people are saying this. I think Monty was telling me this the other day.
Jacob Fox is going to beat the dog shit out of him on Friday.
Jesus Christ! All right,
Many people are saying this.
we are gonna go and watch AEW Dynasty now. You got
the
our
show, everybody.
predictions. We left them till the end, so
Buy the
hopefully
show.
some people still watch this tomorrow and buy the show. You know,
Buy the show, bro. Drink. Swerve's got a pop a number. Buy the fucking show.
We
I hope you
need,
guys enjoyed the podcast that I was not here for.
we need a black man
That's
to
right.
pop a pay-per-view buy rate. You know what I mean?
That
okay,
be fair.
I could get down with it.
I need 150 of them things.
It's not just standard.
No, I'm not
shilling
AEW
out, you know?
shilling, bro. I'm Black Power shilling. I don't give a fuck if y'all buy any of the other. Once he drops his belt, I don't give a fuck what y'all buy. But I don't give a fuck what y'all buy in the past. But during this run, I need y'all to buy his merch, buy the papes.
Because you
Watch his
know
quarters.
Dave's going to get in his bag if he does.
I always gonna be like,
Dave's
I
gonna
was
be like
gonna
this
be like
disgusting
guilt
black
tripping.
creature.
He's gonna be guilt tripping like all the black NXT fans.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get on their ass.
Hey,
Anyway.
man.
I thought you said wrestling was for niggas.
Hey, man. I was saying it in the WrestlePurists chat. Ayo, like, we got Swerve and Willow winning. I better see some of these vocal people. So us some
saying.
support.
Yeah, man.
You won't.
He's already got his draft ready, you know. Anyway,
Take care, everybody.
we are signing
Yeah.
off. AEW Dynasty. Hope everyone who's watching enjoys it. And we'll be back obviously tomorrow as usual. WrestlePurists Worldwide. We're going to review Dynasty and talk whatever else. Talk this Jeff Hardy news and shit and whatever else comes up. So yeah, man. Enjoy the show. Please like, subscribe on your way out. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace.
Go.